ready, boys? Ready to begin after a hiatus?
One thing, does anyone else have Knowledge Arcana?
No things.
I do, but it's a +4.
Okay.
So not really.
+2.
I'm gonna put more ranks into that.
Seems like a good choice.
Sure.
I just put all my ranks in bluff.
Sounds about right.
All right, is everyone ready to go?
Garm, what's your survival?
Zimothy?
Like 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I just lost.
I'm ready.
Take it easy, buddy.
What'd
Bye.
you lose? Some magic?
See ya.
Yeah. I was playing Arena.
Every time.
I lost.
That's the secret. Every time you play Arena, a little part of you is lost.
True.
Part of your wallet.
So,
No.
who remembers what happened last time? A year ago. When last we met.
Are you gonna make a bunch of last year we haven't played in a year jokes?
Not
You
anymore.
just did.
I was gonna say because I'm like all for
Thanks,
it.
Thanks, asshole.
You know what?
Wow. Dummy.
Last year it's been so
Fucking
long since
chode.
we set free a ghost from a mirror who helped us assassinate an undead dragon. Or was he a drake? I don't remember. And there was a portal to the Shadow Realm.
Either way,
with the
he's
help of
retarded.
He-Man, we closed it.
Yes, Seto
And we,
Kaiba had
gave
sent
the temple back to the villagers. That's as far as I remember.
Yeah, you freed Yugi's grandfather from the Shadow Realm
Yes.
by playing an ancient Egyptian card game.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't I remember any of this?
Wait, you seriously don't remember?
Alright, so it actually happened.
Yeah, something about Shadow Realm and Pokemon
Everything I
cards.
said was canonically accurate. Instead of He-Man,
Okay.
though, it was She-Ra, because it was a woman.
So to generically recap where we are as a people, you guys began your journey in the continent of Astavan, in the nation of Lastwall, famous for having imprisoned the Whispering Tyrant, a mega powerful lich. That guy broke out by using a shard of an artifact embedded in his hand to cause the other shards of that artifact, a total of 12, he can cause the others to detonate, creating like atom bomb level effects. So you were in a town that got vaporized. You somehow recovered from that minor stumbling. Found yourself in another town, tried to warn them the same thing was going to happen. They didn't believe you. That town got vaporized. Now they believed you, but there was no one left. So you headed north to deal with him yourself and try to figure out what was happening at the behest of your new patron, Arazni, the Harlot Queen, a deity in her own right, who wanted you to go up there and disable his teleportation words. You headed up there. You disabled the teleportation words. She arrived, as did the armies of humanity, to combat the Whispering Tyrant once further. And you rallied to their defense and told them probably not to ride in there because there's like 2 gods battling, and one of them can also just like detonate a 5-mile explosion whenever he wants. So they begrudgingly left the field of battle. You guys raced back to see if Arazni needed any help, only to witness her explode. And everything around you was disintegrated. You were teleported to the continent of Arcadia to uncover some mysteries there. You discovered that Arcadia is the place that she came from, and that you were instructed to find out the secrets of the Kumaru tree, which is this giant, not Yggdrasil tree, because it's not that at all. It's a different magic tree. That Arazni and Eredin, the former god of humanity, fucked with 100 years ago.
Wait, they fucked?
Maybe. I don't know. But Eredin certainly fucked with this tree as he stole lumber from this tree to make artifacts out of, and then he bound his soul to it so that he would become immortal. Sadly, when he died, it meant the tree died. and the entire nation here of Zopatl lost power and has lived in the Dark Ages for the last century. Until, that is, you guys showed up. Because you had this shard of the tree embedded in your souls, like knitted into the fabric of your being, you were able to defeat the denizens there, some of which had arrived through a shadow portal. You fought those evils back. You freed the spirits of the dead who were disquiet there, and you reclaimed this temple and the Kumaru tree. And although the tree itself is dead, the Arcanist you were working with was able to, like, use your soul magic to activate the seeds of the tree that she has so they can grow a new one. So basically, you guys have already saved the world on the other side of the globe. So now you got to go back to your side of the globe and deal with the whole undead lich thing. But there is a slight wrinkle. You don't think you can kill him. You think that might be beyond the scope of your capabilities, as Arazni was a deity and she did not pull it off. That said, you have one weapon in your arsenal. The botanist you were with...
heart.
Yes, your botanist that you were with has inverted the MacGuffin magic inside your chest cavities so that if you're targeted by this explosion, it will also kill the Whispering Tyrant.
Boom.
As much as one can kill a god. It'll probably slow him down for a couple of years.
Which is good enough for me.
Which is better than nothing.
I consider this an absolute win.
I don't see any downsides.
So that's kind of the spread. That's where you are. That's the full recap. That's everything that's been going on. You guys are still in Arcadia. When you're ready to leave, the Arcanist you're with, the botanist you're with rather, says she can teleport you. She's happy to teleport you anywhere in Lastwall you would like to go. Well, anywhere you would like to go, period, if you'd like to not go to Lastwall. If you just want to call it a day with the
Let's have
Whispering
a
Tyrant
vacation.
and move on.
I'd like her to teleport me back to that brothel I experienced.
Didn't she activate some superpowers, something like that we had within us?
So, yes,
yeah.
as long as you guys are adventuring with Noggin or Hugo, you gain the effects of their
Super broken heel shit.
super broken heal shit. Basically, any effects, any positive energy cast upon you guys is automatically empowered. And you also gain a bunch of resistance to negative energy.
Cool, so I don't have to roll dice anymore.
I
Don't.
I don't know if it's maximized or empowered. I'll look it up real quick. Empowered is it does 50% more. Maximized is you don't have to roll anymore. Let me get the book. But yeah, so you guys can finish up any shopping you'd like to do with the insane amount of gold you were given. The literally insane amount of gold you were given.
How much gold were we getting?
What was it giving me?
You may have already finished your shopping, if you recall. Those guys gave you like 13 to 20,000 gold piece items, all that crap.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
To the temple,
I
yeah.
have 19,000 gold pieces right now.
that's what I've got. But
I
they
have 10,000. I must have bought.
don't you remember
something.
like they all lined up and they're like, well,
It's
like
we have
you
all
can
this-
pick something as long as it's this
Oh, okay.
price.
I got some +6 things.
Okay, so you guys already got those things.
Yeah. And we got
I
a bunch
mean,
of potions.
no,
and
what are you
stuff,
talking
too.
about?
Oh wait, yeah. What do you mean we didn't get it?
No, we just haven't vended yet.
We do have stuff we have to vendor.
Would you like me to sell your objects?
Let's go through. Everyone pull
stuff.
stuff off of what you want.
There's not a lot in here.
The
There's some
scrolls are
scrolls.
pretty decent. Greater heroism, greater teleport, banishment's not bad. Portable hole's pretty good.
But we already have one.
Do we?
We have
Oh,
two.
well, I'll take this one then. Why not?
Third portable hole.
Now we have
Sure.
3. Let's
Now you have
go.
I mean, all the pots are like always good.
Described on page 40.
Kumaru seeds. We could probably sell those.
Just get rid of them.
Worthless seeds.
You are right, Jitzel.
Worthless.
You cannot sell quest items.
All positive energy effects are automatically maximized. You no longer need to roll.
This campaign's gonna get really hilarious.
That's
so
that's
you
the
guys
main
getting
thing.
overpowered, it really overpowered me.
So, question: if he channels positive energy into to deal damage, does that also roll max?
Okay, so you guys, here it is. You lose your negative energy resistance 10 and some other stuff that never really came up, and instead you gain this weapon, this like secret weapon, and your obols now do maximized. You guys all maximize your positive energy.
I see.
So yeah. So your channel, you don't have to roll anymore. Just assume you got 6s.
Well, we have one thing that's unidentified. It's a magical chime. I have no idea what it's actually named.
I'm sure that you'll want to keep this 3,000 gold piece item.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I pulled everything off.
Will you
Chime
deal with
of
us
opening.
spellcasters and rest us, please?
I'll rest just you because you asked.
Thank
And me,
you.
please.
You don't have to rest me.
All right. I'll also rest Eirrik because he didn't ask.
Thank you.
I see how it is.
I'll also rest Hugo
I haven't
so he
slept
doesn't
since
complain.
last year, dude.
Are you gonna make
Were
a
you the
bunch?
one
Are you gonna make a
complaining
bunch of stupid
about
jokes
jokes?
about sleep?
No, I was encouraging you. You let me finish the sentence, which was I'm about it.
I'm sorry, did that say 93,000 gold pieces?
You guys each got 15. So
24, 484.
I'll put it into your thing, Norm.
Biscuits is still on here.
Biscuits is still on there.
And I'm not.
Yeah, we have a lot of gold. What is C?
Oh yeah, it's Garm.
What is
that
the one
needs it.
above gold pieces?
Platinum pieces.
Platinum pieces.
Oh, it's okay, on the sheet. It's copper, gold, silver. What is SP?
Oh, whoops. Silver
Silver.
pieces.
Silver pieces.
And platinum pieces. Okay.
Snake pie.
All right, let's upgrade some gear, boys.
Oh fuck!
I
Now
just have a ridiculous amount of gold pieces.
Now I gotta go shopping. I don't know what the fuck to get. I'm stupid.
I'd like to repair my weapon.
I need to get. I already got that. Okay. Fuck. I don't know what the fuck.
You need to
get.
pay for a make whole. So I'm pretty sure I destroyed that.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Is it even on my sheet anymore? Red Crusader's quill.
You might just want to buy a new weapon at this point.
I was gonna say, like, you could just buy a new one.
30-something thousand gold. Give me the best rapier, the one that Zim has with the ghost touch and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Just give me your weapon.
I'll let you buy that.
Mine
I'll let
is
you
a
figure that out. Garm can help you.
+3 ghost touch, but it also has flamboyant, which gives me a panache. So you need to pick something else.
Oh, okay.
He's got a very sassy weapon.
I know,
Yeah.
so I don't want the sass on my weapon. What else? Oh, God.
It's a +3. Hey, ghost touch weapon.
You definitely want the ghost touch. You definitely want the ghost touch. That's the main secret.
Yeah.
But while you guys shop, you should also decide where you want to be teleported back.
I'll let.
She's like, I can get you to a city.
In the heart of Tarbafon's army, right in the center.
Here's a couple of maps.
Ignore him.
For you guys
That
to
feels
look
like
at.
a bad choice.
So
That
here's
or the
that
brothel.
map of
Those are my only
northern
options.
Lastwall, and here's this map of all of Lastwall as some potential destinations that you might consider.
So when they left Vigil on the boat, what city did they go to?
Everstand.
Those
Everstand.
people
Everstand.
went to Castle Everstand.
That makes sense for me then. That'd be my first guess, though.
That seems far.
We're on another continent. Like
No, I
thousands of
understand
miles
that.
away.
I'm just saying. Are we not trying to go to Gallowspire to fight him?
We can't just walk in.
That's what you think.
One does not simply.
So my thought is we go let them know what's happened. Try and get they probably know what's happened after that fight. And so we just need information.
So hear me out.
Sure.
What if we go to Castle Farine or Firen? The
That
F
was where
castle.
we met Arazni.
And we
Or
talked to
near
Arazni
there.
again. Isn't she still there?
Arazni got exploded. Were you not paying
Yeah, she's busy.
She got
Not
disintegrated.
She was fighting Tarbafon last I checked.
Yeah, and we're here because she
Yeah.
exploded.
The end of book 4 was Tarbafon with, like, in one instant, teleported himself and a third of his army away, and then the entire area exploded. And Arazni,
Oh.
rather than perhaps teleporting herself away, teleported you away.
I knew she was a good queen.
So she got disintegrated. But you still gain your spellcasting, Ivy, so you know that some amount of her still exists. Just probably not in a physical form for now, as she's also a lich and her phylactery is certainly not here. So she's probably reforming somewhere else on the continent.
Well, never mind. Forget that plan. We go to Everstand.
So what did you have in your weapons, Sam? You had menacing? What was it?
I had a menacing rapier at one point.
What is the other one? Yours is flamboyant?
Yeah, which
Yes.
is
I don't
useless to
see
you.
that on here.
No, it gives panache.
Alright.
So yeah,
So pick something else.
you guys teleport when you're ready, after you've made all your purchases.
Yeah.
To Castle Everstand. Well, let's roll some percentiles.
I don't see this item that I want to buy in my list.
What item do you want to buy?
It's called
That's
Amulet
a
of
really
the
high roll.
Spirits.
It seems to be a real item. Oh, you have to type in what it is, I think. Maybe like a battle spirit or whatever. Which one did you want to get?
The life one.
I think I can only afford a +3 ghost touch weapon. I don't think I can afford anything else.
Life one costs 12.
Yeah, I mean, you can just make a new item entry and just shorthand what it does or whatever.
Okay.
It's probably just from a book that we don't have. It's from like some obscure splat book. Oh no, it's from the Advanced Class Guide. That should be in there. Let me load the module real quick. It should be in here.
Alright, I'm just gonna change the red Crusader.
Now search for it. I bet you'll find it.
Hang on, let me refresh.
You might need to add the book or something. But I did load the Advanced Class Guide. I can find it.
We're up here at the cogwheel. Nope.
In your library section.
Library. And which one is it? Magic items? Just
Yeah, it should be.
uh
But I found it here for you, buddy.
how do I okay?
I put
did you
it
give
in
to me?
I put it in chat. You can grab it.
Yay, thank you.
Easy.
Alright, well, I gave myself a +3 ghost touch rapier and subtracted 30,000 gold.
Yeah, it will. I'll let you choose. Do you want it to be made of metal or do you want it to be made of hardened wood?
For
As
the
is the
aesthetic,
custom
I
here.
want it to match my armor, which is also wood.
Heck yeah, dude. You get it's good for killing vampires. I'll say this doubles as a stake for fighting vampires. In case you ever want to use that feature.
Yeah.
In the next campaign, for sure.
All right. You guys all set?
I'm gonna
Any-
buy a ring of protection +5.
Any preparations you'd like to make before you are teleported?
Let me make sure.
I have zero idea what I want to buy, but I have 44,000 gold, so I should
You
probably
should
buy
buy
something.
something.
Just give it to the
really
first
good.
commoner you see.
Yeah.
Go to a new land,
Here,
become
sir,
a god.
A sack of gold. Please take this for
Can
me.
you just give it to Can I just give that to my next character, Walter?
Yeah, I was transfer this over to the
Go
next
to
one.
Absalom and wait for adventure.
Well, here's the thing. I'm fairly certain I can't wear heavy armor, but I'm wearing a mithril breastplate.
You can wear a mithril, which is not heavy.
But I also don't think I added the stats for a mithril breastplate because I don't. It doesn't.
What's
say
your
anything.
AC?
29.
You probably did then.
I get a bonus for not wearing armor.
Walt probably has it correct on your sheet.
I would imagine, but I don't know. Oh, he's got the fish hat.
I was requested to get the fish hat.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hence
Oh,
the
I
fish
see.
hat.
I've
Oh,
lied.
I gotta
+4
pull
ring.
up your stream. That's right.
All right. Ready?
I don't know what I'm gonna get, so I guess I'll
Sure.
just not get anything.
What's your ring of
Okay.
protection?
That's a good answer.
Plus
Yeah,
2.
Yeah, we can boost that up.
Cool. +4 costs you 3,200 gold.
3,200.
1,000. Wrong word.
More
I
answers.
was gonna say what.
The
Oh,
he gets a rebate there from having the +2, right? If he upgrades.
You get a rebate.
How much is it from +3, +2 to +4?
24,000.
How much
Zim,
is
you
it from +1 to something higher?
Zim, you want to spot me?
Did you say it was 24,000 to go from
I'm
plus
typing
2?
them out real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey Zim, you want to spot me some more AC, buddy?
I mean, I guess. Oh.
Typed it out in chat. That's from +1 to +5. Do the math yourself. Changing from a +2 to +4 is 24, so on and so forth.
All right, Zim. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete all my gold basically. How much is platinum?
What?
Again? How much platinum?
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Or 10 gold is 1 platinum.
Yeah. Okay. So if I delete, and I had 2,300. I have.
So are you saying it's 32k minus 8k?
Yeah. 25.
Oh, gotcha. Got it.
So I only have 7.5k left. Zim, can you lend me 17,000 to up my ring?
So if you spend 17 plus 24 for a total of 41, you'll both have +4 rings.
All right, that's fine.
So if you go down to 2,000 gold pieces and change, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
I will-
up those things, make sure it affects your AC and whatnot. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. All right. We got a ring protection +4. I'm just gonna add 2 to my AC here.
I got you, Zim.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Where do I add the protection from the ring? That's defense,
You go to the-
right?
You go to
Def.
armor, right?
Deflection bonus.
Oh, deflection.
Into
bonus.
combat, yep.
37 AC. We're up there, boys.
Huge.
37.
You add that to what now? The deflection bonus you said?
Deflection.
Mhm.
Yep.
What does
It's
the
not
mithril
defense. It's deflection.
breastplate get me, Walt?
Where the
Anything?
fuck is that?
Or what's the plus on it?
Bonus?
I don't know. It's just.
Oh, it's
0,
just
I
a
guess.
regular one. Make it a +1 real quick with your money. I'll do it for you. Gives you +7 AC, so it'll get you one more there.
I think he has to wear a chain shirt. He has a 2-eye dex.
What does
No, he's getting +6 from his dex, which is what you can get with a mithril breastplate, I believe. Because
what
it's
does
2
the
higher.
Fortified mean?
Chance of not being critically hit. Do you have fortified on your armor?
I have it on my chest piece. Yes.
Is it light, moderate, or heavy?
+3 mithril breastplate fortified.
That's not a thing.
That's what is on my sheet.
Is
Did you write it yourself?
No, I think you put it there.
I bet it has more specific details that will answer
It
my
doesn't.
question.
There's nothing in there.
So yes, this is something you wrote yourself because it doesn't
Alright.
have any stats. Yeah, I'm
Right.
guessing it's moderate fortification,
Sure.
but I don't know because I don't know where it's from.
I bought it in town last time we were
How
here.
much? Okay. Do you know how
I would
much you
assume
spent?
moderate at the most.
I spent a buttload of money on it. Yeah.
Okay.
If you spent 25,000, it's probably moderate.
Yeah, so it has a 50% chance of whenever someone crits you, the crit doesn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Or sneak attacks. It also negates sneak attacks.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So yes, it sounds like Castle Everstand is where you guys would like to venture to. Is that correct?
We go to the Detroit Ranch on the east side.
Let's head back to Rossler's coffee.
She's like, yeah, I can't do that. I can
Can't have shit
I
in
can do the
Detroit.
Castle Everstand though. You guys arrive in.
Walt doesn't want to ad lib us walking across the country.
You can do whatever you'd like. That's why I asked you.
I'm
like to
not
be
walking
teleported
across
to.
this country.
No,
I'm taking this teleport.
You'll be walking across this country. As
Yeah.
there's not much
I
here.
dub you the Fellowship of the
Uh.
Ring.
You guys find yourselves not quite at Castle Everstand. You're at like a forest of trees, probably on the edge of the Fangwood there to the south. The trees all around you are horribly deformed, burned, twisted. The ground is littered with bodies that seem days or weeks old. and there's undead aplenty. There's nothing really that can challenge you at your guys' current level, but like you kind of all pop into existence in like the middle of the afternoon, and there's like a dozen or so zombies around you, and they immediately attack you. You quickly dispatch them, and just kind of taking in your surroundings, you think that anything you can see in this immediate area is like all dead or undead.
Well, that's bad.
Seems like they overran the castle, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little too far away from where Garm calculates the castle to be in regards to where you are to see it. You'd have to like travel to it to actually see the castle. You're like maybe, I don't know, 2 miles south.
What do we think, boys?
We should go there at least.
We should go look at it.
We should go look at it.
I'll tap everyone with a freedom of movement.
Yeah. You guys travel. Takes you maybe like an hour to travel a couple of miles. I imagine you're traveling on foot because no one wants to expend flying abilities yet.
Correct.
Yeah. The ground is...
I'm on my carpet.
This used to be, you know, not lush greenery, but like there were fields here, there were farmers here, there were things of that nature. All burned. You're walking on ash. It looks like it's rained in the last few days. It's muddy. There's like bits of bodies sticking up through like the churned earth that's obviously just been like trampled and trodden upon. There's crows and vultures and like rats and other scavenging animals just like picking the flesh off of these rotting corpses. And again, like anything that could have held together well enough to be animated into something has been. And you're having to kind of cut your way north towards where the castle is through kind of like CR5 undead generic mobs. You find like overturned carts. It looks like a lot of people tried to flee and were killed on the main roads. You see battlefields where lines were established between like legions of paladins that were probably overwhelmed. You see like banners that are broken and covered with blood. There's just like cesspools of filth and like kind of like the drowned from The Witcher just kind of like hanging out in these battlefields. Everything's kind of marshy around these battlefields just from the amount of combat that took place. Eventually you get to the castle. The brilliant white walls of Castle Everstand are still there, but they are battered. They are singed. It looks like there's been fire bombs, like mortar rounds have hit this, catapults, trebuchets, things of that nature. And as you kind of can get a full perspective on it, you can see that in like the northern section of the wall on the outside of the castle that like leads into the inner cloister and the keep, completely destroyed. And the banners of Lastwall are no longer flying over this castle. There seem to be banners of Tarbafon flying over this castle. And circling in the sky above it, you see, you know, wraiths, other kind of ghost-like undead, some undead dragons, things of that nature. And you see, like, a solid amount of, like, battalions of undead being organized and marshaled here. You think there's probably, you know, from your vantage point, give or take, like 500 to 1,000 undead stationed here.
Noggin looks over to
like,
Eirrik.
Visible to the naked eye, like not inside necessarily, just like outside on the grounds.
Noggin looks over to Eirrik and nods. We can take him.
We don't need to.
It's a good day. It's a good day to die.
It's a good day to die.
Well, definitely looks like there isn't anyone left here. I would assume they followed the river west then.
Just out of curiosity.
I've noticed some things about the castle, and
You have you?
Yeah, if you want to make survival checks, it looks like the castle probably fell like only a week ago or something from the signs of these bodies.
Does it look like anybody maybe got away?
There's certainly a retreat effort that happened. You can make some survival checks to like follow those tracks, as people definitely fled in every direction, except to the north, obviously, as that's where the attack came from. 25. Anyone else have survival?
I do, but there's no chance of me beating that.
Yeah, not better
Hugo,
than that.
you spend maybe like half an hour or something. You guys make a big wide arc kind of through some brush and things like that, trying to keep the castle in view, but not be in view of the castle, if that makes sense. Not be pointed out by any sentries. It looks as if people certainly fled kind of to the west, south, and east. But the people that went west did not make it. It looks as if they went to the east and to the south into the Fangwood, where you guys came from, actually. Where you saw like those overturned carts and things like that as you were heading up. It looks like that was like the tail end of that expedition. So there might have been some that got away through the Fangwood. Otherwise, they seem to have fled east towards the Palin River. The Path River, sorry. Can barely read it from here.
Towards Hammerrock?
Yes, towards Hammerrock. You imagine Hammerrock's removed from the... Hammerrock's like a fortress area there. You imagine they're trying to make it to the coast of the lake there and like board boats and get away. As Velmus is a big port city. So, yeah. Those would be like your guesses as to where people may have gone. You can certainly make a knowledge history check, though, to learn about Velmus and Hammerrock as you guys decide where you might want to go next.
You have a plus 36.
Yeah, which one is that for, Garm?
We'll call that Hammerrock. It's closer.
Okay. So you know that Hammerrock has defended Lastwall's lifeline waterway since its construction over 1,000 years ago. However, its history extends a millennia earlier to the fall of the dwarven sky citadel of Koldakar, now the orc city of Urgir, about 250 years prior. So this thing's been around for over 1,000 years, built by dwarves, taken over by Lastwall when the dwarves fell to the orcs that are in the region. You imagine that this is a very solid fortress. If there's any like fortress city or castle that still stands in Lastwall, you're praying it's Hammerrock, because it's been around for such a long time. It's like the Helm's Deep of Lastwall.
It's important.
That said, it's not necessarily where an entire city's worth of refugees would go to.
It's a military structure.
Correct. It's there to protect the waterway. So they may have stopped by there on the way, but you imagine they're probably heading to Velmus.
Sure, I'll make a history.
Yeah.
Should have taken 20 on that one. Tragic.
You don't know quite as much about Velmus. You do know that it is the port city there. It connects to Lake Incarthian. You know that... I think that's about it, actually. You don't know quite much else about it. It's literally on the opposite end of Vigil. You didn't spend too much time there. Probably arrived there? I don't know. Did you arrive here... or were you born in Lastwall?
I'm technically nobility.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you wouldn't have been there.
Sick.
You probably have been along that main waterway.
I've been along
more than you've been to Velmus.
Could you ping where Velmus is?
Yeah.
It's like the southeast.
Bottom right, yeah.
Open up your map bigger.
Yeah, so there's Hammerrock, and then there's
I
Velmus. Yep. And you guys are, like, currently here. This is where she teleported you to. But yeah.
Makes sense to do Hammerrock, I guess, then go down to Vilnius.
Yeah,
I guess
Sure.
so.
let's see if they
Unless you
saw
think
him.
there are people that escaped to Rosser's a coffer.
What's
Ross's
there?
coffer is a smoldering ruin. Remember,
Well, yeah, but people escaped south, right?
towards the woods.
Into the
I
woods.
think.
Where would they have gone? That's what I'm saying.
If they
Think they're
went
just-
down to
you think they're just
Rossler's,
navigating through the
Like-
woods? Like,
Yeah,
running
no. I
around?
think they just they just took their chances in the woods, and maybe some of them ended up at Ross's coffer. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
my thought is if they made it to the waterway, there's a bunch of places they can go from there. Because the Three Pines Ford maybe is something cool. But once they get to the river, they want to get to the port to get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Yeah. So if you went
Hammerrock.
east, you went to Hammerrock, and then you probably went to Velmus. And if you went south, you either went to Rossler's or Three Pines, and then went to Velmus. Anyways,
Sure.
assuming you survived the woods.
Which is assuming a lot.
This is
We don't
gonna
know.
be-
What do we know about these woods, Garm?
What do we know about these woods?
Tell us about Fangorn Forest. I mean, Fangwood
what check do you
Forest.
want?
Definitely not Fangorn Forest.
What kind of
Uh,
knowledge check do you want for the forest?
I mean, it's just a forest.
Sick.
There's nothing.
About it.
Goblins. It's like goblins that live there.
Goblins.
Generic kind of like low CR stuff. Probably one of the like safer to traveler forests in the area, especially the outskirts. Due to its nature of being in Lastwall, like a nation of Crusaders. That said, there are like a couple of tribes of orcs that live in the Fangwood. There's the there's like the worshippers of Sarenrae on the southern border that had those dealings with Rossler's coffer because they pillaged the Sarenrae chapel that was there, if you remember, back in book 2. There's like some orc activity there. So the Fangwood is not like without its dangers, but it's just a forest.
Okay.
Most of its history involves like orc tribes, not a lot of Tarbafon knowledge.
Fair enough.
But yeah, where'd you guys want to head? To the Hammerrock?
I'm leaning Hammerrock.
I
Yes.
think Hammerrock's a good choice.
I will decide for the party, and I say Hammerrock.
Sure.
Ross's
We follow
coffer it is.
Noggin.
You're welcome.
So you guys head through the Fangwood, like the northern part of the Fangwood, towards Hammerrock, unless you want to go out into the open field area there. What would
Keep
you prefer?
cover.
Yeah.
Stay in
There's the
cover?
Forest.
Sure.
Into
This
the woods.
this forest is like mostly dead, like I said, scorched. It looks like timbers have been taken recently, trees have been lumbered, and you come across like a half dozen like undead lumber camps that are in the process of making like thousands of crossbow bolts, like just like the machinations of war. And for the most part, you're able to avoid where you need to and like quickly and quietly destroy the small groups that cross your paths without drawing too much attention to yourselves. When you, maybe around the next day, I would say, you probably, because it's traveling on foot to get from where you are to Hammerrock's like 100 miles.
Nice.
So after a couple days of like hit and run fighting through these pretty sparse woods and like scorched lands, you see what should be the outlying hills outside of Hammerrock, the Sandcarver Hills. However, instead you see a primal jungle of tall trees.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Very similar to what you've seen in Gallowspire, and you quickly surmise that the Radiant Fire was likely detonated somewhere 15 or 20 miles in from the edge of this woods. Perhaps Hammerrock.
Well,
Guess he's
We
been
tried.
busy.
All right, so
You have been gone for a couple of weeks.
can we go fight Tarbafon now?
I don't think so.
Should have teleported us to Gallowspire.
Boulder. I mean, Garm will quickly tell you it doesn't look like he's at Gallowspire anymore, as he was just at Hammer Rock
Well, true, I guess.
whenever this explosion took place.
Well, I guess we go down the coast to.
Should
Yeah,
we
my
at
worry
least,
is that might take a little bit.
Yeah,
We
should we at
should-
least see if the ships are still
We
there?
should pop in at Detroit, maybe.
Can't have
There's-
shit in Hammerrock.
There's nothing. There's nothing here. I mean, it all got obliterated by the radiant fire, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly. We
Yeah,
don't know. We
there
can't
is
You
a-
see what it does. Zim.
You
know
see
what
a
it
dense
does.
jungle
yeah,
of
no.
tall trees, twisting vines, and you hear the howls of primordial creatures lurking within.
See, that just doesn't sound dangerous at all to me. I don't It can't be worse than Grave Knights, and we've killed those. Kind of.
They're gonna come
Once.
back and haunt us.
They'll,
you know
they'll be
that.
back. They might be back, actually. It's been long enough.
It's been a couple of days.
No, since we killed Grave Knights.
How stealthy have you guys been? Moving
Say-
through these areas.
Moderate amount.
Moderate-ish.
I would say
Average.
1d6 to 1d8.
Sure. Let's roll a
On a
die
scale of
here.
What to what, Zim?
I don't know.
Oh shit, Eirrik, as you're looking at this, as you're looking at the ruins of this, you receive a message in your head. It is a familiar voice. I pray this reaches you, and the rumors are true. We are, those that remain, I pray that this reaches you. Those that remain in Lastwall are boarding ships at Velmus. We make our last stand here. We need your help.
Yeah, Norm.
And the
go ahead and
voice,
open this-
the voice seems to be that of Aluna Varvatos, the head priest of Iamade from Vigil, that you guys met in book 3.
Nice.
She was the one coordinating the rescue efforts there at that time.
You want to boot up that scroll of teleport or hoof it over there?
I can tell we're really counting on these words.
The spell only allows for 25 words.
God damn it. That was a good one. That was pretty good.
But yeah, you guys can burn a scroll of teleport and easily get there.
That seems like the right play is to not walk 150,000 miles or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It does appear that I have one.
Crushing
Yeah,
it.
2.
Yeah, we used one.
That is
Oh.
also true.
We should have bought more. Maybe we'll buy some more in Velmus. Hopefully all the spellcasters aren't dead. We'll see what happens.
Sure, it's fine.
I have a dwarf bond hammer. Would that teleport us anywhere?
We sold that.
You arrive
I
next
have
to. You arrive on the outskirts of Velmus, next to a smoldering mess of churned earth. It seems to be a mass grave that was lit ablaze to prevent the rise of undead. And it seems to have been burning for quite a while. The stench is mostly gone at this point. And you can see the battered walls of Velmus still stand. And you see humans
Oh, pot!
and other, like, mortal races, manning the walls and the gates, which are currently open. And there's a thin stream of refugees with, like, emaciated livestock and, like, broken wagons and injured people, like, going inside. And as you guys just kind of pop into existence there, you hear, like, doo-doo, as one of the horns on the ramparts is sounded, and a half dozen arrows, like, fly in your direction with, like, a +5 to hit.
I will batter them away with my rapier.
Why are they shooting at us?
One of them strikes true with a natural 20. The rest you, like, easily batter away until you hear, like, the captain of the guard be like, "They're mortals!" And they'll, like, quickly get the refugees inside, and, like, the doors will start closing as they, like, send for someone with more authority to come and see who you are before they let you in.
I believe we should charge at the wall threateningly.
Go ahead.
I'm assuming he was the one that got shot.
Zip, you've really gone off. Zip, you've really gone off the rails the past couple.
Roll a die here. A 2. Noggin is in fact the one that got shot.
Damn it!
Nice.
He's like, I'll handle this. He's like, parry, and just like takes one to the hand.
Ah, damn it!
Ow. Well, I'll do my due diligence. You take 7 points of damage.
I was gonna say do some damage to me. All right,
Noggin will take 2, and Norm will take 5.
Mad about it later.
There you
Noggin
go.
takes 2 and Norm
the man
takes
who
5.
shot me.
Norm
like
does
how
take 5.
I get
To the
shot in the
death.
hand. I get shot in the hand, but Norm takes the damage.
It's true.
He knows his place.
You know your place.
He's a pincushion.
But yeah,
I still have 50 more.
you
points
see
than you.
a grizzled-looking dwarf a moment later. I don't, unless you guys want to like approach the gates and try to like get in there before they close. You're welcome
Not-
to. You're high-level characters. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just kind of present at this point.
Not trying to rush the gate, but I think we should move towards the city.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We'll move forward. At least
We'll
so
wait
someone
for
tells
them
us
to bring
stop.
their representative out or whatever.
We're not gonna try to like breach the gate while it's closing or anything. We're just gonna walk forward.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Non-threateningly. Nonchalantly.
Is
You see a dwarf that looks like he's been put through it. And you know this guy once had a more boisterous expression. This is Dwargo Heave, the man you rescued from Gallows Fire.
I was gonna
Oh
say I'm
my.
gonna pull out my dwarven hammer and just chuck it to him.
Yeah, his eyes will go wide. He'll put out a hand and he'll catch the hammer and he'll be like, Noggin's returned! Open the gates! Open the gates! We do not die this night! And like a cry of cheer will go out across the ramparts as like word spreads that the heroes of Gallows Fire are back and they're here to make sure we all get to safety.
Yeah, that's totally what we're here for.
Oh my gosh.
We know what we're doing.
You come through the gates to like dozens of like handshakes and like hugs and cheers, and everyone is just so happy to see you. Like you can see that a visible weight has been lifted from their shoulders just by your presence. And Dwargo will like make his way through the crowd and be like, "Bless you, boy!" He's like crying. You can see his face is more scarred than before. And there's like one guy with him that you recognize, like one of his scouts. And they're wearing like their Lastwall uniforms. They're fucking tattered. Sections have been ripped off and turned into bandages. They're blood-stained. And like you notice that he used to have like 6 guys with him. He's got like
Right.
1 guy with him.
Was
His-
this guy with the cook that we saved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saved.
Saved.
The cook
Let
that
them-
the cook that Noggin fucking executed. The cook that Noggin disemboweled.
To be fair,
He was evil.
No, he wasn't.
He was possessed.
evil. Whatever. He
That
was
was the
possessed.
point, is that he wasn't
he
evil.
was super possessed though.
He
Like-
was hella possessed.
like he was gonna try to kill us, whether it be
Yeah.
him or the demon inside him. I mean, again,
Yeah, he was like exorcist possessed, man. I should have stabbed that girl.
I definitely took my rapier to his fucking level 1 head though.
You took multiple attacks.
Mhm.
You did say I take a full round attack.
I was
may
like,
have taken
and I
a
was
full
like,
round
yeah,
attack.
he dies after the first. I don't stop. Ugh. So,
That was a dark time in Noggin.
Dwargo will like wipe the tears from his face. Will wipe the tears from like his beaten face and be like, "You've come at such a good time. Come see Aluna. I'm sure she has. She sought you out. I'm sure she wishes to bring you up to speed. Back
We will speak
to
with her.
the walls, men. Don't let
But
those
Dwargo-
fires go out."
You and I, we have a beer later.
I think the ale's all gone, my friend. And as you now can, like, take it in, this city is full. It's kind of like standing room only. There's people squeezing next to each other on balconies and, like, sitting on top of houses and things like that. and the ports are a kind of clusterfuck. There seem to be a half dozen ships, some of which are in the process of disembarking, others are arriving, and there's hundreds of people packed like sardines on the docks, getting organized by paladins and volunteers so that the boats aren't overloaded as like the remnants of this entire nation try to flee. You're led away from that area by his like assistant, like the last guy that survived that you recognize from that fateful night. This is Dick Breath, of course. If you remember, they all had fantastic names.
He earned that one that night.
He did. So Richard will lead you guys to what seems to be the most impressive building in this place that's been under siege for presumably a few days. And inside, you see the similarly world-weary face of Aluna Varvatos. And her expression is the same as Dwarga's as she sees you. She's like, it's good to see you. Hope. I know you are only here through the will of Iamade and through the fates of the gods. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. There's much to tell you. Please come in.
Blessings upon you, sister.
Yes, she will tell you a quick rundown of what's happened in your disappearance. Well, the first thing that happened was they tried to make a stand at Castle Everstand. Or a Castle Everstand, aptly named.
It did not.
It went fairly well until one of the people, like one of their cavalier squads, like went out, and only a handful of them returned, and among them was disguised an undead. They can only imagine, as they exploded passing through the gate, detonating the radiant fire and like taking out a section of the wall, and part of the keep collapsed. And it was all she could do to like teleport the remaining people in her like immediate entourage here to like begin setting up this is the emergency like relief point. Refugees flooded in the coming days, and she learned from them that about 3 days ago there was another explosion.
Hammerrock. And
refugees that came in after that said that the area around Hammerrock was turned into this giant forest.
So
We found that to be true.
What blew up at Everstand then?
An undead?
Was it just like some exploding undead then?
It was some sort of like deception by the Whispering Tyrant. He sent in like some sort of suicide bomber to like take out the wall. Very much like.
But it wasn't Radiant Fire?
It was not Radiant Fire, as you guys did not see all the crap around it.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah. She tells you she hasn't slept for 2 days. She looks up from a map of Lastwall riddled with needles bearing tiny red flags. Your appearances provide a visible relief, and she asks for information about what befell you in Ustalav and afterward. Because the last she saw you, you were heading to Ustalav to try and assist the efforts there. She knows nothing of Arazni, for what it's worth.
We took a tropical vacation for a couple days.
You see, we were having some mental health issues, and
It's
so
been
we
weeks.
really needed a personal day, and it kind of turned into a personal month.
This might be the time for honesty, gentlemen.
Oh, right, my mistake.
Yeah, she'll just
Please.
turn to you and she'll be like,
We should lie.
Eirrik, I've always appreciated your counsel. Back when the college still stood.
Hopefully one day it will restand. But
Is
for now,
Lastwall lost?
the best
What have you seen?
It's not looking good. But we at least have a plan for the tyrant. We don't think we can stop him, mostly because someone else tried to, and now they're gone.
Someone much stronger than us.
You're going to have some reservations about what we've been doing for the last month. I just need you to keep an open mind while we do that. You've heard of Arazni.
Oh boy.
She'll kind of give you a nod, and she's like, at this point, little you say could surprise me. There have been rumors floating that you were in league with Arazni. And
What if
those that survived the battle in the north, the first conflict with Whispering Tyrant, spoke of a battle between him and Arazni. So, despite Lastwall's position on her these last few years, I do not bear her any ill will if she is indeed an enemy of our enemy.
She saved us.
Then it was for a purpose. She smiles. I have some thoughts as to what that might be. And then she'll rub her eyes and be like, though I haven't slept in a few days, so it may be ludicrous. But please continue.
Well, when the radiant fire exploded during their fight, she took it upon us to teleport us away. Have you heard of the continent called Arcadia?
Yes, of course.
It turns out, before she was a lich, she was from there. And things got bad, but not because of her. I don't know how much time you have, or how much convincing you need that Arazni's on our side, but we have a plan to attack the tyrant, and hopefully stop the radiant fire from happening in the future.
So you've found a weakness then?
We've also found great power. A weakness, though, we probably still need some more information.
She'll kind of massage her temple and be like, yes. We have the and she tries to find a word for poison until one of you is she's start saying different things. You're like, the poison, the thing that'll kill him. Yes, you have that. Yes, we need to trick him. You need to trick him though into using it. Okay, yes. She will take her map that's covered with needles and she'll point at Hammerrock. This one. Hammerrock. You saw it, yes? When you came down from the north, you said you passed by. It's overgrown with vegetation. Perfect.
Yes.
That means the radiant fire was detonated there. Yes, this is
Correct.
what we believe.
That's what it means.
Yep.
I've surmised the same thing. Well, I have news that may soften your spirits a bit. And she gets a little deflated. And she will pull out a missive from underneath the table and show it to you. It seems to be communication from someone within the Lastwall government, the first refugees that have made it to Absalom. And you can see an inert raven statuette nearby as it's traveled the message here. It tells you, and she will summarize, the Whispering Tyrant himself appeared at the edge of the Cairnlands only a few days ago with thousands of undead troops. I can tell by some of your blank expressions that you don't know where that is. Let me enlighten you. At the center of our world, the beating heart of the inner sea is Absalom. It exists on the Isle of Korthos. The Cairnlands are to the west on that island. The Whispering Tyrant is no longer here. He has traveled to Absalom, and he seeks to claim the jewel he never did before.
He's trying to take Absalom.
His forces have begun clearing a large area amid the ruins and the siege castles. And since then, he's simply waited. He's been there for days. Eirrik, waiting. I don't know what, but it seems as if he's waiting for reinforcements before he attacks Absalom in earnest. And I think I've deduced where these reinforcements are coming from. My sources say that new legions arrive periodically, and he's just waiting, I imagine, until he has a large enough force that even the most powerful defenses humanity can muster won't be enough if he's to take the city at the center of the world. I believe these reinforcements are coming from here. And she again points at Hammerrock. I didn't know when it was destroyed, why it was destroyed. It doesn't make any logical sense. It's a very defensive position. It makes sense that he would have to use the Radiant Fire to take it in any reasonable amount of time. But as you so eloquently put it, he can only use it so many times. Why waste a Radiant Fire on this? It is a good fortress. I give you that, but it has no strategic significance. He took Castle Overwatch over many days. He could have done the same with
He needs
Hammerrock.
the boats.
Why did he take it?
He needs the bodies.
But he did Hammerrock after Castle Overwatch. He permitted us time to flee here. If he wanted to stop us, he would have cut off our escape by destroying it sooner. No, there's something else at work at Hammerwatch, and I don't know what. But that hasn't
Breeding
stopped
undead.
me from sending an ill-fated team in to investigate. 3 days ago, Commander Tosmar Trant volunteered to continue. Captain Tosmar Trent volunteered to continue defending Hammerwatch. He used it to help ferry refugees here. Until that is 3 days ago when the sky flared with the unmistakable light of the Radiant Fire, and reports told me that Hammerrock fell. She'll shrug and kind of let out this, weighty sigh. Hammerrock falls 3 days ago to the Radiant Fire. 2 days ago, the Whispering Tyrant arrives in Absalom. Well, on the Isle of Korthos, just outside Absalom. And a day ago, his reinforcements arrive. I do not believe these events are coincidence. I believe they're the precursors to his first move on the chessboard that is Goliron. I imagine that he means to take out the seat of our power once and for all and use that to catalyst his entire endeavors to conquer.
If he takes
the
Absalom.
world. Yeah, it basically, if he takes Absalom, it's over. And the reason why, for those of you that aren't Garm, might be wondering why Absalom's so important.
I was curious.
So it's basically the Shatrath of this world. It's like a neutral city where anyone can go. But beyond that, it also contains something called the Test of the Starstone. A piece of the heavens fell, and upon it was constructed a labyrinth. If you complete the labyrinth, which changes every time someone attempts it, and you overcome the challenges, you become a god. So she's pretty sure that he wants to take over Absalom and then do the Test of the Starstone and just become a god. Because he's not a god right now. He's just like a level 30 lich.
But he could be a god.
He could be a god. Then things would be really bad. Then things would be really bad. So yeah.
Seems not great.
She's like, yes, I know you're eager to engage the Whispering Tyrant, but I tell you now, he's hiding with a great deal of his forces there. And if you are to try our trump card and fail, there is no hope for humanity.
Then we fail.
Though it makes little sense to...
If we could solve the labyrinth and become gods, we could kill Tarbathon.
Though it makes little sense to throw your lives away going into Hammerrock, I feel as if we have no other option. What do you think? Yeah, you say, we can do the Test of the Stars, and she's like, you very well may be capable. Many have tried, though only across the entire existence of humanity have 4 succeeded.
Yeah. I used to worship one of them.
I still do.
No, you never worshipped. Oh, you didn't worship Kate and Killian, did you?
No.
Yeah, he did.
No, I did.
Arazni's already a god, bless her name.
But yeah, she'll give you more information on the mission as she sees it. Garm has told you that Hammerrock is a castle built into the hills, gives a good view of the surrounding terrain. Back when Lastwall was fairly young, surveyors found some incomplete dwarven ruins there and used those as foundation for the castles. What Garm didn't know, that she will now tell you, which are some of like Lastwall's military secrets that Garm was not privy to, is that those ruins had numerous unfamiliar hammer-shaped sigils, which is how the site got its name. The castle also has a reputation for being haunted. Leaders thought this was only from undiscovered tunnels below settling after so many years. But the Whispering Tyrant's recent interests hint that the rumors may have been true. Hammerrock is designed for last stands to buy time. The commander there can activate several important words meant to kill anyone attempting to breach the keep. We don't know if they're active. 2 of the agents she sent in seemed confident that they could suppress the wards if they'd been activated. So, your first task will be to find the team and coordinate with them as best you can. The first team consisted of 4 of her best troubleshooters. An elven sorcerer and an expert in transportation magic. He led the team. A halfling scout, a half-orc who spent over a decade deep cover in Belkskin, because he's also an orc. The third member was a cleric of Kelnot, the angel of espionage. And the last one was a Nidalese man who'd escaped his homeland and found comfort in the Avenger Regathiel.
Fantastic.
One of the most cunning paladins I've ever met. You basically have...
Was that your last party?
That was the last party that went in there, yeah.
Are these like player characters from a different campaign you've run?
That's what I was asking.
No, they're not.
Okay. That's what we were wondering.
No, one of them though is basically Garm's character from a previous campaign. Also, the guy that's the specialist in
the
transport.
teleportation magic guy, and
I know, right?
The wizard you played.
It's a pretty dope team. No, the party was literally a teleport wizard, a half-orc rogue, a cleric that's like a divine trickster, and then a paladin with rogue levels. It's like the sneakiest team.
That's so cool.
That's so
You
awesome.
just teleport behind you. Nothing personal, kids.
Nothing personal.
I think you mean personnel.
Nothing personnel.
But yeah, you can certainly rest if you need to. She can get you in there. We have.
We need to be teleported there.
She has a potent arcane specialist in reserve, Knight Arcanist Stalsgarg. He'll be able to get you out there. Though he'll be aiming a little
What was
farther
their
out.
first name again?
Knight Arcanist Stalsgard.
Oh, okay.
He's a dwarven wizard that specializes in teleportation magic.
I love
There's so
dwarven
many.
wizards.
Dude,
Does he
dwarves
have a
are...
couple scrolls of teleport laying around?
Dude, dwarves
I
are...
cannot.
This is what he looks like. He looks fucking sweet.
Oh damn! What a boy.
Sir Stalsgard.
What a man, what a man, what a man.
But yeah, whenever you're ready, she will send you to the outskirts of the forest.
Good. Is there anyone here that we can buy a couple scrolls of teleport from?
I will give you 25%. High or low, Garm?
25 under.
99. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Find a scroll of blink. Almost the same thing.
Our last teleport scroll is stolen from us.
We don't have one.
We just used it to get here, and now we're going right back to the place we were just at.
So
She
what
couldn't
you're
have used
saying is what I
sending-
said was accurate.
That said,
I said it was stolen.
as you say, like, we might need to find a scroll to teleport, the Night Arcanist will be like, well, Stalsgard will be like, I've prepared few teleports for the day, and I always have this one in reserve. And he pulls out a scroll of greater teleport, and he's like, if we arrive there safely, it's yours.
My man.
My man.
Oh, man.
Stalsgard's full stat block
My dwarf.
isn't here, but in the emergency, he may provide as a replacement PC if necessary.
In case we're fucking dead.
Yikes!
In case we die.
One of you would like to play a dwarf wizard, which is not a great combination. Feel free.
I mean, that sounds super fun.
But yeah, when you're ready, he will send you off.
He's not coming with us?
Oh yeah, he'll go with you, but then he's gonna come back here. He's like
Damn it.
He's like a level 13 cleric. He's a level 13 wizard. Everyone else here is like level 8, man. That's like there's no one else left in town, dude.
Everyone's gone.
She sent
And
the
it's so
last
funny.
group of level 15 characters out into this forest, and they didn't come back.
It's like we get here, the whole town's like, "Oh my God, we're saved! You're here finally!" And we're like, "Yep, peace. We're gonna leave."
Yeah, so like when you guys are ready, you go outside with Stalsgard, and he begins like drawing a teleportation circle, and the townsfolk are like, "Oh no, they're not leaving, are they? No, oh God!" And like they'll like break into like tears and stuff like that, and Stalsgard would be like, "We better hurry. It'll only get worse."
I give one for the people. For the
One
people.
of the townspeople will shout to Noggin, "I love you!" And I'll look at her and I'll go, "I know."
When did you learn to throw your voice, Noggin?
No, that would have been Noggin. I'm sorry, that happened when you left Arcadia, because you were
Oh, right,
when you left
true.
when you left the major city there. The one lady will be like, "I'll always remember our time together."
I will also remember our time together.
Yeah, Noggin is wearing like a Hawaiian lei for some reason. Like he's like got a Hawaiian shirt on. He's just like
All tan and like oiled up from the sun.
Dude, Noggin had a fantastic time. It took like 5 days for them to figure out how to grow the seeds. Noggin was just like 5 days of drinking. Noggin's hoeing his way up and down the Barbary coast.
I get there and they're like, "Okay, what do you want to do?" I'm like, "I kind of want to buy a new rapier." I'm like, "All right, it's gonna be 5 days." I'm like, "All right, time to party it up."
Woo,
Because I
woo.
have anything better to do.
I just think of that episode of Futurama where Bender becomes human and just fucking eats himself and drinks himself to death.
That's just I just believe that's how dwarven
Woo.
physiology works. Is that dwarves just have to eat more? Like
He's still partying. No,
Oh.
that's just the air escaping his fat.
it's not fat, it's husky muscle. Or in Noggin's case, it's somehow like gratuitous luck.
I bet I can
he
get
holds
more.
luck in all his. That's how he dodges everything. Is the blubber just bends so well that you don't know where his
handles.
bones are.
I'm like the clumsiest swashbuckler, but I never drop my rapier or like
It's
have any
miraculous.
issues with
It's
it. Yeah,
miraculous,
perfect.
really. Like no one
Instead
no
of
one actually
panache,
knows.
it's luck.
Mhm.
Instead of panache, it's just dumb luck.
I'll spend a point of dumb luck to carry that.
I mean, it's mostly what it is, right?
Yeah.
A tearful goodbye, but a goodbye nonetheless. You guys disappear. Let's roll these percentiles to see if you'll wind up with that scroll.
Okay, bye.
You are slightly off target. He'll fire off a second one, as he has multiples of these prepared.
Death.
Yikes!
Oh no.
Absalom! Absalom!
We end up right next to fucking Tarbophon.
He has 3 of them!
Oh, God.
Good God!
Oh,
Look
wow.
at those rolls, boys!
Those are bad.
That will have been his last one, which was his greater teleport, and you guys will arrive on destination. He will give you the scroll of teleport. The scroll
So
of
you
greater
need to get
teleport.
home.
He will just hang out with you guys for a day. That way you can have the scroll.
You're a gem, sir.
What a baller.
That's, he's like, that's what heroes do. He'll dive into the glass and bounce off it. Yeah, you guys arrive on the outside of this jungle that you passed earlier in the day. It seems to be expansive. And as you kind of take it in, you seem to be along its southwestern edge. Looking around, this area seems to be a living forest. The tree branches twist and move as you guys walk through, and this seems to have reacted in a slightly different way than the previous, like, Radiant Fire jungle you've traveled through. And as you set your first step into here, if you linger even for a moment, the grass even starts trying to, like, grow up around your shoes to, like, hold you in place.
I guess we'll tap everyone with this freedom of movement.
Yes, Sir Stalsgaard certainly appreciates that. Thank you.
Go ahead. I'll
Do you
take
have
one extra
freedom of
charge.
movement, Garm?
You're too
Yeah, I have
kind.
a wand.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you.
Even trade.
Wait, did you use spell slots for that, Garm?
I bought a wand.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You bought
Fuck
a
yeah,
wand of freedom of
indeed.
movement.
Yeah.
Wow.
I kept forgetting to cast it on myself. That seems like a smart
Garm
idea.
is a wealthy man.
I
Not
also
anymore.
don't need to buy weapons.
That's true.
punch.
Support items.
Because I punch.
Other buff spells we want to get up. 10 minute per level, hour per level, shit like
I mean,
that.
how far away from the stuff are we? I mean,
If we're walking into the jungle, assume we're about to get
The
attacked.
forest is crawling up our legs.
She'll also say, "Oh, about this," and he'll pull out a wand and he'll say, "Allura gave this to me for you to use. I don't quite know how it works." He'll hand it to Gnorm. It is a wand of Speak with Dead, and he'll say, "I mean, just in case the worst happened to the team, you know." He kind of shrugs, like, "Yeah, they're probably dead." Fucking sucks.
Okay.
I hope they're not, but
Eh,
All right, Zim, you and I have heroism, and boys, we are thinking on the same. We're at 5G hooked up. We're all good. No more speaking unless we need to.
fantastic.
Telepathic bond.
if you have an extra one of those heroisms, I wouldn't be upset about it.
I've got 4 more, and my reasoning for not giving it to you is why would I?
Plus 2 skill checks.
Brutal.
You have 40 on everything. All right, I'll give you one. Why not?
I'm saying if you have an extra spell slot, if not, I'm okay.
I mean, I've got 6 total spell slots of heroism, so I don't
if you're not going to use it, I'll take it. If you are planning to use it, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I can always inspire competence to give myself bonuses if I'm like worried about things.
I'm worried that we're going to be here for more than. Okay, so we're level 16. 160 minutes is like 3 hours. If we're here for more than a day without resting,
Then you have to give him a second one.
You guys would know that you're probably about 15 to 20. You're about 15 to 20 miles away from Hammerrock.
Okay, so we don't need to buff yet.
okay, I will take those buffs back. By the time we get closer, I'll use them.
As you guys have traveled through this exact same amount of vegetation before, the previous teleportation specialist, the plan was for him to teleport within like 5 miles of Hammerrock, and they never heard back. So that's why they're teleporting you to the outside, so you can
Makes
like
sense.
work your way in case there's some weird shit going on, being that close to the fortress.
You let me know when we think we should buff up, and I'll give you one of the buff spells.
Sick.
Yeah. Although dense, the forest is far from impregnable. You can see narrow trails formed by the rocky terrain that wind throughout it, as this was once hills that's now been overgrown. So kind of in the gullies between these hills, there's routes you can take. Traveling through here will just be difficult terrain. The freedom of movement will make it not worse than that. You won't have to make checks to like versus becoming entangled or ensnared. But you do move at half speed just going through all of this overbrush. You can make a perception check as you guys begin heading in. Oh yeah,
I rolled 2 by accident. Take 27.
that's okay. Everyone can see, with the exception of Norm, who sees it a little later. You see the grisly remains of someone. You see a female, a female half-orc that seems to have been skewered by a low branch, as if to create a grisly warning, marking the edge of this territory. The half-orc wears the trappings of Lastwall, and you make a knowledge religion check.
Maybe you want to use that wand to speak with that? Maybe.
Seems as if she was a worshipper of Kellanot, the
Angel of Espionage.
Angel of Espionage. This seems to be Bert, the stealthy one, the divine trickster of the group. Yeah, you can certainly make a heal check. You have a wand of Speak with Dead as well, so you're happy to do that. But yeah, upon seeing the remains, Stalsgaard would be like, "That's Bert, all right. Damn, she was a good one."
How many charges does the wand have?
The wand has 7 charges.
Hmm.
And it is a 10th level one, so you get 5 questions per charge.
What do you think, Garm?
Yeah, we're gonna use it on this.
I mean,
She's who we're here to find.
We have what, 5 people we need to find? So 7
Sure.
charges. Blow it off.
Sure. Her like eyes will open and her head will kind of like rock back and she'll look around and she'll be like, Stalsgard and others, good. Finish the mission. Do what we failed to do.
Norm, do you want to ask questions?
Uh,
So questions we can
Yeah.
ask. It's we can basically ask anything that she would know when she was alive. So like if we wanted to know her fucking birthday, sure we could. Things we're worried about, like where'd the rest of your team go? Why are you skewered on a branch? Shit like that.
so yeah, when you say we failed, are you all dead?
Yes. Every member of the team is dead. I was the last to die.
Well, shit. We knew it was going to happen.
One.
Put up a fantastic fight, I'm sure.
What other questions do we want to know?
What's
where did they all
us to
die?
Hammer Rock? How close
Yeah.
did you get? Those sorts of things.
how close did you get to Hammerrock?
We were at the periphery. We failed to complete our primary mission. And it was my decision to retreat from there and return with the vital intelligence that Hammerrock has been completely overrun.
We should ask about the reason that Hammerrock was blown up.
I was going to say the same thing, but we should choose our words carefully. Something along the lines
Agreed.
of like,
Would this
Did
person
you-
know that?
well, they
Maybe.
would. They were the last to die, so they're going to know more than everybody else.
I mean, they were the last to die, but like the whole reason this party's here is because
Did they discover why Tarbathon wants this place? Like, why did he blow it up?
They
What's
were
so
sent.
special about it?
They were sent here to try and figure out how the fuck those wards worked. So if their entire team's dead,
Oh, yeah,
we
the
need to
wards
know how
are
to get rid of
different.
those wards.
Well, I assume it was the undead that killed them, but she didn't explicitly say that. But I'm pretty sure it
Something
was.
marked a territory, and that proves sentient.
Wait, no, they died to the radiant fire, didn't they?
No,
No.
she got killed by something and
No, they
sent
came in
here as a
after.
trophy.
That was after.
yeah, they came in
okay.
after.
Yeah, so what do you want to ask us?
My vote is, how do we disable the wards that are protecting Hammerrock?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I do not know how to disable the wards. Elanthrius and Quellen both had the means by which to override the emergency glyphs, but I don't know what means they were.
Do you know where their bodies are?
Good follow-up question.
Yes. She can direct you to where their bodies are deeper in to the forest. She'll like give you a couple of landmarks to look out for each of them. And that will be your last 2 questions. As her response to Jitzel's question is yes. And then you have to ask where they are, and then she'll tell you.
Oof.
Oof, indeed. Her body goes limp again.
Every time anybody casts fucking Speak with Dead, every time there's a wasted question. I've never not seen him happen.
I mean, it's like mechanically how the spell works.
Yeah, no, I know you're right. It is. I just every time, every game I've played, somebody will invariably say something like that.
Like,
Eh.
do you know where the bodies are? The answer is yes.
Alternatively, she would have told you where one of them was, and then you'd have to use the question to get the other one. So
This way we get 3 bits of information for one question. Even though it feels like we wasted it, it's still okay.
yeah.
I mean, we have a bunch more. I feel like Elanthius and Quellen are gonna know.
As you
more
guys
about
are
what's in there.
debating, which one of the 2 to go to next, looking kind of at them on like the overview map, kind of like deciding how far away they are, talking about whether or not you wasted a question and if you should like use another charge or whatever, you can easily hear the crashing of some large creature coming towards you. A large creature rumbles from the north, followed by a distant deep bellow like a horn or a wailing call. The ruckus seems to be growing closer and closer by the minute.
Think I'm gonna cast those buff spells now.
I can see the merit in doing that.
Sure, you guys have about 60 seconds to do whatever you would like.
Is it worth it to burn a true seeing? Probably not right now. It's only a minute per level.
It's a good spell.
We all have freedom of movement, right?
Yeah, I freedom to everyone.
I'm gonna save it.
No, that's gonna be too much. Yeah, I've only got round per level stuff, so.
All right, I'm good. Heroism on the three of us. Sorry, Norm, and telepathic bond.
What do I need heroism?
So it takes you maybe like 5 rounds to cast those spells or whatever.
So 4 rounds total.
Yeah, you guys. The noise seems to be like 5 rounds out. Is there anything else more specific you'd like to do? Unless you tell me otherwise, as a reminder, your characters are standing there slack-jawed, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I feel like possibly.
I feel like we should position ourselves strategically, and then if we want to hide, we can also hide.
Sure, let me give you a map.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
I'll cast greater invisibility on myself too. Why not?
Yo,
like a true noble hero would.
Let's go.
The noblest.
Oh, I think I can cast.
The noise is coming from this cardinal direction. I'll place you guys here. You can of course put yourselves wherever you would like to be on this map, or off this map if you want to be really far away.
I am invisible in the trees.
There are many of
You said it's coming from the north, right?
Yep, where I drew this arrow was. That's where it's coming from.
Okay. I feel like we make ourselves stealthy in here.
Yeah, that seems to be like the area it's going to come through.
So, like, we'd want to go over here or something.
Yeah, there's an unseen thing toppling trees moving towards you at a breakneck speed. If you would like to stand in what you surmise to be its trample path, I'm not going to stop you.
Speaking of trample path, let's split up a little bit, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and put myself over here.
Okay.
Nondescript reason.
I'll let you guys roll twice for stealth and take the highest as you have a couple of rounds to get yourself situated. As, you all flee to the north, and then Garm's like, wait, it could trample! And then, you guys scatter down to the south. Oh, shit. So, yeah, roll twice, take the better. I will make a thing visible and describe it.
Do I get benefits for being invisible?
You get plus, 40.
Well then 26 plus whatever invisible shit is.
Yeah, we'll worry about that if we need to.
I'm the one that's seen, sir.
That is a gargantuan plant. Oh my god, we're fucked.
This massive green ram-like creature's pelt is actually a tangle of vines, and its horns are wickedly sharp wooden branches. You see a gargantuan ram made out of plant matter. It breaks through the trees. Dude. It breaks through the trees. It seems very agitated. You also notice that it has numerous yellow-fletched arrows sticking out of its rump. It specifically says rump. Though this creature hardly seems the worse for wear, if nothing else, it's just pissed off. It arrives into the clearing. It, stomps its hooves and, shakes its butt. Some of the arrows come off. It'll rub itself against a tree to break some of them free. And it'll sniff the air, seeing if there's anyone here it needs to kill. We'll make a perception check. Gets a 35.
Are we sure it's evil? I'm not just annoyed.
It's definitely just a plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Zim wants to fuck.
Zim, you think if this thing was slightly closer to you, it would see you. It doesn't see you right now, though. It doesn't seem to see anyone else.
Well, that's good because I rolled a 29, so fuck off, plant.
Yeah, that's what it does on its round as it arrives. You guys have a round if you'd like to do anything before it goes again.
To battle?
To battle. I say we just
Surprise
charge
round.
wildly and see what happens.
Go for it.
I mean, if y'all want to call a surprise round.
Yeah, you guys have
Surprise,
telepathic
motherfucker.
bond. You can certainly surprise around it. You can go in whatever order you would like. Who would like
I'll
to go first?
because I'm invisible.
I can
Sure.
inspire.
It's not how it works,
I can
but
start
yeah.
Bard.
Do you want Eirrik to go first? You guys
I wanna
have
go
telepathic
before Norm.
bond. You can choose how you would like to go.
So if I start, I give everyone smite and +3 to hit.
And then you would like to go before Norm. Sure.
I like to go before Noggin. Sorry.
Okay.
Right.
Norm's-
The order
There
you,
first.
the order you have it is fine.
Okay. Eirrik. Standard action.
Standard action, inspire courage. Swift action, I will try a smite. Evil.
What performance are you using?
I'll have to start talking.
Yeah. Its ears perk up and it looks in your direction.
Oh yeah. It knows we're here.
It stamps the ground angrily as it locks eyes with you. And you feel the very plants around you begin parting to make way for its charge.
Sick.
It
is the forest.
Archives?
I will try a smite evil. I'm guessing it doesn't work.
A smite evil, you say, but I've always just been a neutral gargantuan plant.
Yeah, I figured. That's my turn.
Fantastic. Hugo. Standard action.
Sure, I'll do one of these boys, and yeah,
Sure.
Roll. Wait, can I delay my attack till Zim gets there?
Standard action. So just one movement.
All right, so I can't also attack.
It's not a
Negative.
full turn.
No,
You
this
can
is your
limit
bonus
action
turn.
charge.
This is your bonus turn.
Okay, well in that case, I'll move out of the trample charge path.
Okay.
towards Garm.
Noggin. Break from your poorly hidden stealth. You just got like mud smeared on your face.
So what you're telling me is that I have to go and attack this guy.
No, it seems to have locked eyes with Eirrik. You emerge from the brambles. It notices you.
Charge!
Yeah, you can limited
I'll say
action
something
charge
in
it.
I'll say something in Dwarvish like, "Fuck you, plant beast."
Sure. You can run up and stick it if you want.
Pokey poke.
Oh wait, I could have gotten an attack too,
I
right?
get flanking.
If you wanted to limited action charge, you could.
That's not a critical.
That would put you in this square.
I'm just gonna give flanking to Zim. We're good. I'm
Okay.
just gonna be where I was.
You
I'll just
you
poke 'em.
stick it. It doesn't do anything on its turn. Its wounds do close though.
Oh boy.
Norm.
I will come to the realization that I, as the touch healer, am so far away from my group that it will take me a while to get over there.
Only you had
So
to
it's
scroll
okay.
down
The
a
beast
bunch.
is gonna come to Eirrik.
To Eirrik. All right, I will.
We'll see.
We will certainly see.
One.
He could just turn and hit you in the face. You never know.
I'm
That
done.
would be ideal. That's what I do here.
That's,
You die for the party.
that's what I do. Top of the round, Eirrik.
Flanking.
This thing seems to have locked eyes with you. What would you like to do?
I'll continue my performance. Continue talking.
Sure.
That seems to make it mad.
What book are you reading us?
It seems to be a bowl, Garm. And you're the
Yeah.
first thing it saw. And I believe your miniature has red on it.
I'll start allaying shit. Not a lot I really want to do.
If it sees
guess
Norm, it's going to go for that red hat, though. It doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Put it out. Put it out. It's fire.
Now there's many of them because I have mirror image on right now.
It doesn't care.
I will step up to here. I will spend a swift action to give myself +4 to armor class. I will pass my turn.
Hugo.
Full round attack.
It is certainly flat-footed to you. And you get +2 attacking out of invisibility. So I don't think you can miss
And
except on a
flanking.
1. You get more than that for flanking. And you have that all
I'll
factored
go ahead
out.
and Bane plant.
Sure. Racist. Legally racist.
We'll do some damage. None of those crit, did they? That's a real bummer.
You have critical focus?
Yes.
So one's a critical threat. That does confirm because it's flat-footed. Your 23, is that with your +2 attacking
none of
out
those
of
are
sword?
with Smite or Bane. So Bane is an additional +6 on all
Smite
of those.
doesn't do anything.
I'm only giving you +3 for my performance.
So +3 to attack
+3 to
Right.
attack, damage, and fear saves.
and plus. So is it Bane 4 or 7? I think it's 4 right now.
Bane is
still.
4. So
So
7
a
higher?
total of 7
All
on
your
of
attacks
those.
hits, and you crit.
Sick. How do we order
Oh,
this? So
that
Zen
means
gets
I
go?
get to critical hit. Let's go.
Noggin, get your AOO real quick. Get
Plus
you in
7,
there.
right? No, plus
plus
3. Plus 3.
Yeah.
Wait, heroism.
Oh yeah, plus an additional 2.
Plus 5. Let's go.
Plus 2 for invisibility as well. Like those all hit. Yeah. So you get plus 5 on your.
That's not a
You
crit.
certainly hit.
I certainly hit, but I don't crit, unfortunately. I'll roll damage.
As you stab this creature that does not hold malice in its heart.
40. Sorry, it's 3 higher because of.
It squeals in pain. And you like jab it in the foot with your rapier. Like it pulls it back as you stick it.
6 from
As then its side gets exploded by bursts of like necrotic energy that like kill away all this plant life. As he's got his baned weapon. He's like putting salt on it.
Oh, and
it's a
because I
slug.
crit it, it doesn't regenerate on its next turn.
Sure.
So 12d6 bane damage.
Fuck me, I guess.
Plus 66 regular plus.
He takes a
2d6
boatload of damage.
crit
Noggin, you're up
plus
next.
18. Hold on. All right, so this is 12.
Noggin, go and make your attacks.
This is 20d6 plus 18.
It's definitely more than plus 18.
Significantly more.
Plus 18 plus 12 from Bane, right? Or how much do you give me, Eirrik, for damage?
I'm giving you plus 3.
You hit 3 times.
So plus 9, so that's plus 27. Hold on. Sorry. Pathfinder.
Noggin, go ahead and make your attacks,
18
please.
Plus that is 9 plus 9 plus 9.
Well,
Plus Bane.
I don't know that I'm gonna do
Right,
a 4-round attack.
There's only one
It's
thing.
It's the only enemy.
There's one
Please kill it before
thing.
it charges me.
37,
I mean, okay.
It's certainly upset now if it wasn't before.
Well, I don't know if I'm
46.
going to
Okay.
kill it. I want to know if I'm probably going to kill it before I decide to do my
all
action.
of my damage
Oh, okay.
is 20d6 plus 46 damage.
It takes it.
107 damage.
Sure.
And it doesn't regen.
It is bloodied. It does not look close to death.
All right.
All right,
Well,
Noggin, end it. End this man's career.
I mean, I can with a full round attack, so that's
do
what
it.
we're
Why
going to do.
wouldn't you full around attack?
Sure.
Run away!
Because I can prevent him from attacking Garm instead, but I'm not.
Do you know how you
Just
prevent
kill-
him from attacking
Just
me?
kill it.
I can kill
Fucking
him. Yeah.
murder.
Just kill it.
Yeah. So like you stab this thing in the hoof. It like rears back from you as like its back hind quarter explodes as this invisible guy just stabs the shit out of it. It like crumples to like 3 legs. You get an attack of opportunity, Hugo.
I rolled a 1.
Plus.
That'll miss.
What the fuck?
I think
Can't-
it's the only way you could have missed.
They can't all be
Yeah, it
20s.
is.
Go ahead and roll your damage, Hugo, and go ahead and roll your damage, Noggin.
I mean, my damage is just insane.
Cool. I'll type that in and see what happens.
Just insane.
I do 33 damage.
Oh yeah, it takes it. It looks really badly hurt.
I'm sure Noggin will kill it.
It dies.
Woohoo!
I'm not done yet.
It like wheezes like its last plant creature breath as it like slumps down. You execute this oversized ram, and it just kind of collapses to the ground, and its body kind of just deflates into like a pile of moss and vines that weave into the living tapestry of the woodland around you.
I'll make a knowledge nature check.
It's super dead. Yeah, you can make a knowledge nature check.
It turns out if we do a smart thing, we do way more damage.
Yeah.
I actually
yeah.
had to write down all those fucking
Yeah.
D6s on my sheet here.
We can't
I
do that.
You think
Oh,
this
that
is
was
a
all the
borrow?
math right
You think this creature was a Barometz? You know that it's just a plant juggernaut that is usually grown by druids to use them as protectors and dispensers of savage judgment. Pruned into form resembling a stout ram, it's granted a degree of intelligence by natural spirits bound to its verdant bulk. You presume that this one, though, is just created by the effects of Radiant Fire and probably doesn't have, like, a druid controlling it.
Okay, because my first thought was Arazni, and I was worried
No, it's super
that we
dead, dog.
just fucking ganked her ram.
It collapses, it, like, wheezes. Combat's over. You still hear the horns approaching you of presumably a hunting troop that was chasing this creature.
Oh.
Huh.
as it had a bunch of arrows sticking out of its rump. Specifically said rump.
Back to the trees, boys.
Should we
Even
hide
acknowledged
and
it.
wait for the undead hunting party, I guess?
I mean, something's weird is about to happen.
Yeah,
And,
let's hide and find out.
Sure, I'll let you make 2 more stealth checks. You can take the better.
I'll spend an entire inspire competence, so this one seems worse.
Sure.
Everyone gets +4 to this.
It collapses. It's super dead. You guys spend a couple of rounds stealthing yourself up. Why don't you all give me perception checks?
Don't think I'm going to beat a 37. I might. I did not.
There
27.
seem to be... Okay. Let's move this on down. Derp to derp to derp.
You have plus 22 to stealth.
I had
What?
+6 from heroism and Garm.
Oh.
Yeah. Noggin, as you guys are like all stealthed, before anyone except Eirrik, I don't actually think Eirrik can see it from that far away. An arrow flecked with yellow feathers thunks into the tree next to you, Noggin. You don't think it missed by accident. Moments later, it's kind of like
wouldn't miss
it's
you.
kind of like I know you're there, and I'm just showing you how good I am with my bow. Moments later, some strange creatures approach.
Wait, it knew I was there?
You got an 18 stealth.
I rolled a 31.
Skill, stealth, 18.
First.
Oh, 31. Who got
31.
Eirrik?
That's
Oh,
Irish
Eirrik.
14.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it shoots Eirrik. Whichever one of you is the least stealthed.
Eirrik.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. My mistake. There was an image for this. Yeah. You see 2 creatures. They also are in the company of some other interesting looking things. They are riding horses that look like this. And they are accompanied by hunting dogs that look like this. So, like, the trio of dogs bounds out into the clearing first and kind of sniffs the air. They growl at you, Eirrik. The arrow thunks next to you. And this man and woman Fae, wearing very, like, elaborate green armor and, like, wooden stuff, ride out on their horses that don't seem to have saddles. And very quickly, the man will, like, trot up to you. He does have a weapon out, but it doesn't seem like he is going to kill you without talking to you. But your companions, feel free to jump in whenever you'd like.
I'll step out of the tree once it's obvious that he's seen me.
Yes.
I will also step out and notice this Nico Bolas looking horns on this chick.
The woman will dismount and go over to the pile of vines that was the ram creature. And he's like, "Is it as bad as we suspected?" And she's like, "It's quite surprising, actually. They seem to have destroyed it entirely." No, this just won't do. He'll ride over to it as well. And they'll begin arguing amongst themselves. "Well, I had the clean shot. You should have taken the shot. I was making it sporting. We don't have time to make it sporting. We had to finish this thing." "Oh, geez. Now we're not going to be able to finish the hunt in time." "Well, maybe not all is lost."
Excuse me.
They'll look over in your direction. "Yes, perfect. We'll hunt you."
Who are you?
Oh, but of course. Allow me to proceed with our introductions. The archer is named Balani, and the man is named Folanios. And as you might presume, that's where introductions would stop upon seeing the makeup of this group of animals and people. They will continue introducing. "These are our steeds, Eoshu and Shaba, and our hounds, Treya, Velka, and Shmal. They cannot speak your words, so we will speak for them."
Thank you for translating.
Neat.
Understood. What are you doing here?
"We are hunting. These are our lands.
Hunting the dead?
This is Kiardio Forest, outsider. And we are hunting Whatever game is the most challenging and rewarding, he says with a smile.
Noggin's had enough. Sits on the ground, kind of like pondering in thought.
This forest was made like a few days ago, correct?
We have been here since the forest was born.
Yeah, that was like 3 days ago.
He like shakes his head and is like, no. This is Keordia, land of the Fae. You are outsiders here. There are other outsiders as well. Undead that patrol the northern lands, the Blight to the west. Other
You're
strangers
Lastwall,
should be like
not the
other
first
strangers
world.
like you came here a year ago. They were hunted as well, though not by us, by the undead. And by the forest itself. It claimed them.
Was there maybe like 5 or 6 of them?
There was 4 of them. One is there, and they'll gesture at the one that's impaled. We recovered his body and stuck it there as a warning to other outsiders. You have ignored our warning, thus you have accepted the terms of our hunt.
I think you misunderstand what's happening here.
We're the law here. You're outsiders in our realm. This is Keordia Forest. What do you not
year
understand,
ago?
It
outsider?
is not Keordia. It looks like Keordia Forest, but it is not Keordia Forest.
Like shakes his head, I do not speak your language well enough to argue with you, but trust me, I am correct. This is Keordia Forest.
I think we should listen to him. I think this is Keordia.
It very well may be Keordia Forest, but it is not in the Fey realm. We are in a different realm. This is not where the forest is supposed to be.
Yeah, make a diplomacy check.
Look at that mountain over there. Are there mountains in your forest? And I'll point to like the mountain on the map.
Should be like, that is the realm beyond Keordia. Keordia is a new land, and we are its progenitors. We have been here for eons. This is our realm. The world outside does not bother us. The gods that walk from here traverse to other planes far beyond. We do not follow in their wake. They are treacherous, dangerous creatures. We will remain masters of our domain here in our woods. Let the rest of the world burn and rot as undead follow the walking god. Yeah, you talk to these creatures. You're pretty sure that they are from the first world, and that the reality they perceive is the only one they have ever known. You think that to them, a day is a year. You think that they are less than a couple weeks old at the most, and that this is their forest. And they, much like, a rapidly advancing evolutionary organism, have developed a full ethos and mythos and explanation as to what their forest is and how it works in relation to the world they perceive around them. They tell you that a year begins with the rising of the sun and a year ends with the setting of the sun. And they tell you that this is how it has been for many cycles since they have been here. Since Keordia Forest has existed.
3 days.
What you refer to as days, we refer to as years. It is but a translation error. A translation error. They'll tell you that before Keordia, existence was darkness. Reality formed in a flash of light as the sun gave its life to create the world, sinking into the horizon. These rays formed all the beasts, the fae, and the plants that emerged to reach the sun. But the sun was nearly dead, leaving the plants bitter and hungry. And from this hatred arose the monstrous blight. The Fae banded together to hunt down the beast's realms, and from their prey's bodies we make arrows to reignite the sun and begin the new age. Fired into the air, these arrows would rekindle the sun to rise and live again for another age. Yet the plants feed on the rising sun, draining its power and sustaining the beast so that the cycle could continue anew. The world beyond Keordia is cursed and sustains little. Death and its entourage strode through Keordia during the Third Age to reign from the dead throne at the center of Keordia. So long as the cycle continues unbroken, though, death shall never emerge again, and all life shall flourish. In this way, the hunt is sacred. We must continue the hunt. To break it is blasphemy, and to invite death back into our lands, and darkness once again to our people.
So we completed the hunt for you.
No, you have not completed the hunt. You have interrupted the hunt. And a hunt interrupted is a hunt that cannot be broken. You must become the new prey.
What if we assist you on a greater hunt?
One of them will kind of like stroke his chin and be like, but we have not hunted such intelligent prey. One we must establish terms for what is to be allowed and what isn't. It is only fair, as you are challenging prey. There must be ground rules. They'll begin telling you the terms of this hunt. You're welcome to interrupt. They seem to be talking regardless.
Yeah. So
you shall receive a fair head start, measured by the time it takes. You shall receive a fair hunt, and a fair head start. It will be measured by the time it takes fair Thwungalas to sing a song.
I'll just think to the boys. Do we just want to like attack them and just get?
So
over
I can
with?
probably take out all 3 of these dogs by myself if you guys want to handle the dudes and the horse. Like I'm good with that.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Eirrik?
They'll begin rattling off a handful of landmarks. You must reach all of these landmarks. This is the path you must follow, and we will chase you.
So they're giving us the way to, like, cleanly walk through the place. They're crazy fae. They're just gonna be crazy. My bigger worry is, are there these people at every other site of the fucking radiant fire?
Can't we just take off towards the center?
Thwungos will be like, but they must be rewarded if they're successful. Yes, if they're successful in the hunt, we will give them the treasure. That is fair.
Wait,
that is only fair.
Confuse them. That's what we have to do.
What is the treasure?
If you survive the hunt, they will give you their treasure. It includes some very powerful arrows as well as a sword that they have forged. He pulls out a scimitar made of green metal. You may have this sword. I do not favor it anymore, for it makes things too easy. I prefer my sword. It is more sporting.
Well, what do you think, Eirrik?
What if the participants in this hunt choose not to participate at all? A sporting hunt is what you wish. What if we choose not to be your sport and instead lay down and die?
That is your choice. Though, of course, if you reach the end of the hunt before we do, you will have survived. If you wish to use your head start to stay here and prepare for battle, we will gladly fight you as well.
What if we choose not to fight?
Then you will run, and the hunt will begin.
What if we choose not to run or fight?
Then we die.
Then you will be fought.
Die.
then you will provide.
They won't.
The woman fae will be like, then you will provide easy targets for my arrows. You of course can travel. They'll tell you the path that you'll take following these landmarks. I see that you possess magic. As they like look over you with arcane sight and they see you have very magical effects. Such magic is fine, though I will warn you, flying or teleporting any substantial distance, farther than the distance any one man could take in a breath, that would be unsporting. Everyone must run, or burrow, or climb, or swim, or run, or walk, or sit if you choose not to hunt. Of course, if you come upon things while the hunt is happening, you must defend yourselves. That would only be fair. Yes, if other creatures accost you, other monsters such as this, please slaughter them. Defend yourselves. Do not let yourself be taken by any wild, squealing game before my arrows find you.
How close am I to a dog?
A distance.
Please don't stab the dog.
I'm going to move that distance.
I don't know, Zim. I think we should.
They will tell you that at the inside edge of Kadoria stands a tripod of 3 stones. Once all of those in your party reach and touch the stones, the hunt is over.
I think we can win.
Yeah, as they've described this, you think a better word would have been chase than hunt. But they don't seem to have that in their vocabulary.
I guess we just start taking off running.
Wait. So we come here to try to find stuff about the explosion, and now we're gonna run from these fae bitches because they said so?
Yeah. Because I think it'll be fun.
The route they're describing does seem to lead towards Hammerrock. As the edge of the forest they've described ends at the dead throne in the center of this forest.
So
and they told you the northern half is taken over by a blight. So they patrol like this southern area, this southern half of the Pokeball, The northern half of the Pokeball is the dead forest, where bad things are. That's where some of your dead friends are, by the way, they say. And then in the center is the dead throne. So they're basically taking you to the edge of their woods where you'd be able to see the dead throne. And they want to chase you while you do it.
For fun.
I'm okay with this.
You would be the guy who doesn't have 20 movement.
Hey, you can hop on my carpet.
So, mechanically, we're not going to do that stuff. We're going to do a mini game called Chase. What's going to happen is I'll basically present you guys with a cinematic descriptive text of a location or a challenge, and then you guys will make one of two skill checks or a third option if you want to think creatively and don't have either of those skill checks. Once you overcome that challenge, you move on to the next spot. If you fail to overcome that challenge or do bad, like going through the challenge, the wild hunt will draw closer. As they get closer, there's more penalties, like maybe they're shooting arrows at you, things like that. And if they reach you before you reach the end, then you go into the combat you wanted anyway. That's basically how it is. They ask you if these terms are all right, or if there's any you'd like to negotiate on.
I find these terms acceptable.
Can I make a knowledge check for what the hell these guys are?
Sure, you make knowledge nature. Yeah.
They're like weird, fey, radiant fire creatures.
These are creatures of the wild hunt. You don't know anything about them, aside from the fact that they also have telepathic bond with everyone in their hunting party.
So we're both just planning right in front of each other.
Correct. Yeah, a 39 diplomacy. Hugo, as you're like, oh, these terms are acceptable, but they seem very open to a suggestion. Is there anything you would like to suggest? There are some things in here I can recommend if you don't come up with one on your own, such as getting a longer lead-in time or being more lenient on the use of spells.
Yeah, I'll ask for leniency on spells, as I point out that two of my companions can't move very fast, and it would be unfair since they have horses.
That is only fair. That is only fair. Very good. You say Noggin and Gnorm are slow?
Yeah.
Yeah. The woman will come over and touch both of them and cast Fly on them.
Sick.
Did anyone else want to?
If we could all get Fly, that would be ideal to make it even more fair.
I suppose we could also cast Fly on ourselves. That would make it even more fair.
I suppose that would, wouldn't it?
I'm comfortable running along the land. Thank you for your patronage.
No, you're flying. Eirrik, get over here. We're all flying. We're going to fly through the forest.
Sure. Mechanically, it will increase your move speed and allow you to get a bonus on some of the skill checks.
Sure. Sounds good.
They're open to any other suggestions, though it seems like one of them's getting impatient. But if you wanted to try and suggest something else, someone else could make a diplomacy or another skill check that you think would be appropriate to convince these guys to allow you to make the hunt a little easier for you. Or if you wanted to make it more challenging, it's up to you. We don't need a head start. Let's fucking go. Noggin says as he slits the throat of the dog next to him.
I think intimidation is a good one to roll here.
Just scare one of the dogs.
I'm just gonna lick my rapier. Let's fucking go. Alright, I'm kidding. Noggin is stubborn, but he's not that stubborn.
I thought Jitzel was going Alright, let's go.
I don't know what to lie to him about.
I was gonna say you're bluffing something, right?
Oh yeah. The other one they suggest is they will share more information about death, the dead throne, or the missing team if you win.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Yeah. Someone else make a diplomacy check or some other skill check.
I will convince them that.
How is Gnorm not lying? Like, what's happening?
Bluff it out of him, Gnorm.
What do you want me to lie about? I can't. I'm dumb right now.
My bluff is 16. What's your bluff?
Like 40.
Oh.
I'm dumb.
Super high.
I'm dumb right now. Just right now.
I'm dumb right now. What do you want me to lie about?
Just right now. I'm smart the rest of the time. Just for this moment.
Rest of time, smart brain. Now, dumb brain.
Lie about how the rewards aren't fair enough, and we want more information if we win.
Okay, yeah. I want more information if we win, because these terms suck, donkey dick.
How is that bluff?
I don't know.
They
Straight
don't
diplomacy.
suck, donkey dick.
A lie would be something like, oh, well, when we did this hunt last year, we got information about all the people that came before us. Something like that.
Okay.
These creatures seem pretty scatterbrained, so they should be pretty easy to convince of things like that. But yeah, give me a bluff check and tell me what you say.
So, bluff check. Here's my bluff check. Wow.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
My God.
That's a yikes.
We have a lucky or something, right? Where you can
Something
reroll
about something along the lines about me reading about this hunt and saying how normally they offer information at the end of it.
The man will furrow his brow and be like, we do not write things here. Our stories are told in our arrows. Let the hunt begin. And she'll begin singing. You know that they will begin chasing
flying
as soon as the hunt ends. Yeah. As you guys break for them, they are 3 units of distance behind you. That's how long her song lasts. The first thing you guys encounter is the forest itself. These trees form a trackless expanse with relatively few obstacles, allowing those with endurance to gain ground rapidly. You guys can make a perception or survival check. What we'll do is we'll just average what the group gets. So, Eirrik will certainly be able to carry you guys through this one and do a lot of the heavy lifting, but everyone will need to make a check.
Perception?
Perception or survival or something else that you think is appropriate and want to justify. Noggin and Hugo.
21.
Yeah,
I'm
that's...
just making sure my perception.
Do I get any bonuses to this? Are we doing?
You don't get any bonuses from fly in
Heroism?
this space. Heroism would apply to this, for sure.
So add 2 to mine, Garm, and yeah,
Sure.
Noggin.
I added the 2. Yeah, I knew I was gonna roll badly.
You guys crush it. On the average, you get your target number of 25.
Nice.
You guys blaze through
Barely.
the forest. You can hear the sound of them coming up behind you. But it seems like they're about 3 distances behind you. They haven't finished their song yet, mechanically. The next thing you encounter is the forest opens into these meandering creeks that empty into a broad, deep pond with murky water and steep, muddy banks. You think that you'd be able to easily walk across the top of it. However, if you attempt to do this, so you can either do a swim check or an acrobatics check, as flying or walking across the surface attracts the attention of the tree branches, which will attempt to ensnare you as the forest itself is alive. So you can either make an acrobatics or a swim check.
Shit. None of us
Oh,
know how to
God.
swim.
But
These are really bad.
But 2 of you know acrobatics.
Speak for yourself.
And since you're flying, you get a bonus of like 4 or something.
Oh, I get
rolled
plus
really
something to that.
poorly.
I know acrobatics pretty good.
Cool. So we got a 21, 21, a 36, and then 1 from our boy.
Mine's actually.
Are you going to
38,
spend a
but
point,
yeah.
Eirrik?
What is this, like a run check? Is this something?
Yeah, you guys are running.
Okay, then yeah, I'll spend an Inspire Courage and a Kai point to give everyone 30 movement speed.
Yeah, that's something that's like a flavorful thing that you could suggest, and I'll just give everyone a bonus.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'll start giving
This
some
is the
advice.
situation where it would work. You're not trying to find the path, you know the path, you're just trying to dodge stuff and run through it as quick as possible.
Yeah. We've spent years training running across water as monks, and I can give you guys some advice about that.
Yeah, he does some weeb shit. Pulls out the Naruto, reveals as a 13-year-old. You guys easily on the backs of Eirrik and Noggin here slip through. You see Eirrik like nimbly dodge through some branches and is like, follow me, it's very easy. And then you see Noggin like, it's really easy, guys. And he just goes right into a tree. The tree buckles under his weight and kind of bends over and then launches him ahead of Eirrik as he sails through some brambles and like crashes into like a meadow on the other side. Easy peasy.
That's just how we do it in the Dwarven clans. Let's go.
You now find yourself. The song is still going, by the way. They haven't started chasing you.
Is
You
it
now
like-
find yourself.
Can you describe this song? Is it like the high pitch kind of like aria type songs, like and she's just like singing by herself, or is it like banging?
It would be the song from like the Fifth Element that the diva sings.
Oh, nice. Hey, so it's banging. That's what we're talking about.
It's fucking
mood music.
banging. It's fucking banging.
Because it's a chase, man. You can't have like some bullshit aria. He's got to be banging.
You find yourself at the first
like
landmark,
Tech Nine.
and you were told that you can either go left or right. To the left, you see a series of slopey hills, and to the right, you see the water continues, and it seems to become a little more dense. Would you like to follow the creek or follow the hills?
What's straight
Let's
ahead?
Say hills.
Nothing.
I'd like to turn back.
Sure.
All right.
We'll go ahead and
Where are we going? Left
we'll go
or
ahead and
right?
replace Noggin with that wizard. That's in block text, just following you guys, praying you succeed.
Wait, what? He's still here?
Yeah, he has the rest of the day. Like he's got to spend the day in the lives of our party.
He's literally running with us.
He's gonna spend
like,
a whole.
"Oh,
He's gonna spend a
myself."
whole year with you guys.
A whole year.
Hills or creek? Which way do you want to go?
I vote hills.
We got half of our people are flying hills.
Sure. The terrain slopes steeply upward, no doubt toward a peak that could provide a good view of what lies ahead. You guys are flying, so you just bypass the check here. You zoom up to the top of the mountain, and you can quickly survey the various paths ahead. Let me show you this picture.
Let me
Picture.
show you
I like
this
pictures.
picture.
You guys are at the hills. From the hills, you could either go down into the Sullies, into the gullies, or to the Tangle, both of which lead to the Thicket, which then goes to either a forest or ravine, which then goes to a forest. So, where would you guys like to go next? To the gullies or the Tangle?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Tangle Wire, so gullies it is.
The rocky
Movement.
region... The rocky region here creates a labyrinth of undulating ditches that are hard to navigate and provide lots of cover.
I'm so glad Noggin's making decisions.
As you guys zoom through here, you notice from your vantage point before you get into it in earnest that in the sides, the walls of these canyons and gullies are the peering eyes of dozens of waiting beast-like creatures, plant monsters, other ne'er-do-well things that seek to cause you harm. You can make a stealth check to get through here without being noticed, or you can make a survival check to find what you think might be the safest path. If you cast invisibility here, it would certainly give you a bonus that would help your companions out with that average, if you wanted to use the stealth check.
How many minutes has it been? I'm still invisible, I think.
Your invisibility is rounds, so your invisibility is
it?
over. Greater is. If it's regular invisibility,
It's greater, yeah.
yeah, then it's rounds. If you have regular invisibility, it would also work here.
I don't know if I want to. I don't want to burn a spell slot here.
Plus 40. So think about it like this. This is a fight.
Okay.
If we only have to use
Alright,
one
alright.
spell for a fight, that's a great fight.
Yeah, all right, yeah. All right, so it's plus 40, you say?
Yep, it sure is.
Okie dokie.
And this will also represent you, like, murking some creatures that might be coming out. You see, like, all sorts of, like, plant wolves and things like that lurking in the distance. Okay, so, and you're going to inspire. Cool.
Yeah.
So, 21, 19, plus 70. So you're at, like, 110 plus whatever Eirrik gets here.
Yeah, mine's 21, but it's
Divided by 4 is more than 25. You're able to crush this stealth check, and you're not beset upon by any things. The singing has stopped at this point, and the wild hunt, you imagine, is flawlessly navigating all these challenges that probably just move out of the way for them as they travel.
They're
However,
not really challenges.
the gullies here lead into the thicket. Trees and brush grow especially thick here, making it difficult to walk and harder to find the path. You can make a knowledge nature or a survival check to try and navigate through this dense and dying forest.
I would like to propose a special ability. I'm going to use a panache to execute a deed, targeted strike, to try to clear us a path through the thicket?
Sure. I'll allow you to use some panache. Use a point of panache to just kind of like machete through ahead of the group. I'll give you guys a +4 on whatever check you want to use here.
Nice.
Looks like a survival from Hugo.
Do we all
Knowledge
need to make
nature?
the same check?
Oh, no. You can do whatever you want.
Sick. I'll inspire this one as well. +4 to everyone.
Sure.
Survival. And this is +6, I think. Oh god, not very good.
Total of +6 to everyone.
Very good. You guys... Oh, you're in the thicket.
Oh, I'm
rather.
sorry. +10 to everyone. 4 from me, 4 from Noggin, 2 from Heroism. So not 2
Right.
from everyone.
Not 2 for me. I get 8, but I've already added 4, so just 4 to mine.
Sure. With your +4s. So you guys will make it through here. However, you are caught by something on your way out. Go ahead and place yourselves. We're back on this map. Go ahead and place yourselves just kind of in general somewhere on the map in like a little group going in a direction. As the tree cover here is just sparse enough to sustain hardy shrubs and bushes. And you see that all the plants around here are blackened and dead. You also spy a corpse. It seems to be the corpse of a dude. It's stuck in a tree about 150 feet away from you. There's also a critter here. And that critter makes itself known as it attacks you.
A critter, you say?
Indeed.
A rabid squirrel!
You see an ooze hanging from a tree branch. It has spindly, like, tendrils coming off of it that seem to have wrapped through a bunch of the plants here. And the plants around it seem to move at this thing's command. You think this thing is like the cursed beating heart of the dead part of the forest. It don't look right. Yeah. And it will go first, as you were unaware of its presence, as you did not succeed the DC 35 survival check. Yikes,
Yeah, it was
spikes.
going to be a rough one for us.
It will just attempt to grab Gnorm. It hits, but it fails to grab, as Gnorm has freedom of movement. Gnorm takes 11 points of damage as this tentacle hits it, and you guys now see it lurking in the tree there. Eirrik, you're up.
How high up in the tree is it? Can we?
Some distance off the ground. You guys are flying.
Oh, we all have fly. Yeah.
And don't give a shit.
Fly is good.
Light is
Standard
good.
action. I'll start a performance. I'll try and smite it. Does it take an evil?
Yeah.
Hot damn, boys.
You can make a knowledge dungeoneering check to know what this thing is.
Is it the ooze from Zelda?
Maybe. It is trained, by the way. Sorry.
This you think is a type of degenerate forest blight. You know that these are oozes that are created out of urges to seek out and destroy civilization. They typically begin as things that are eager to like grow and develop their forest, but if their forest dies or is like targeted by lumberjacks and things like that, they become increasingly hostile in like this self-destructive cycle of like wanting to kill anyone that's not a plant. And with a 33, you probably would wager that this thing was created along with everything else when the forest was born, and it was really happy, and then everything like died down because the negative energy part of the radiant fire went off, and then it felt really bad that all of its tree friends died. So it's very mad now.
Oh, now I feel bad for this.
Yeah, you can ask one question about it.
Is it going to take over the minds of one of my frontliners?
It's not. However, Norm needs to make a fortitude save. As you know, the scariest thing about this creature is its ability called lignification. Any creature struck by its claw must make a fortitude save or take dexterity drain as its flesh transforms into a mobile wood and plant matter.
Oh,
Norm begins woodening up and takes 2 points of dexterity drain.
That feels bad.
Huh.
Did you say lignification?
Lignification.
Lignification, my balls.
Lignification. Yeah.
Is that a disease effect?
It is in fact a curse.
Well, that sucks.
It is, however, removed if the forest blight is slain.
That's convenient.
That is certainly convenient.
Indeed.
You know what's not convenient? Let me just go ahead and copy paste my boy here. Ooze traits, immune critical, immune precision. I'll see myself out. Cannot be flanked, cannot be crit, cannot be precise striked.
But does get smited.
So,
Zim's just
who's gonna
deleting
do
his
the damage this
Zim's
turn,
just
huh?
deleting his Pathfinder character. He's gonna reroll as a Final Fantasy
I
character.
would like to cast Fireball.
Yeah, Eirrik. What you want to do,
Does
champ?
this thing have reach?
It seems to have struck you from where it is.
Yeah, makes sense. I will attempt to move acrobatically as I fly up to this little fuck.
Sure. Probably succeeds. It's an ooze.
Yeah, I'll just come up to here. I'll end my turn.
Oh, yeah. It'll go. It'll attack you 4 times. Sorry, 6
Sounds good.
times.
Oh fuck.
wow.
It vomits attacks onto you. 36
misses.
to hit.
39 armor class.
Oh, did you take a key point for AC?
No, I smited.
Oh,
I don't get
nice.
smite. Nope, that's 36 hits me. I'm sorry. I don't get my own smite.
Okay. Make a reflex or fortitude save. Oh, you're not lignified. You just take some feeble amount of damage. What spell do you
Takes
want
that
to
damage.
What spell do you want to cast? Do you want to cast a spell?
Lignify my balls.
That seems to have done enough, Hugo. It's just thrash bearing out here.
I'll just fly up there and.
Do you want to move acrobatically?
Sure.
Do it up.
I'd like to try to do that.
What did you get on your acrobatics check?
41.
Yeah, I should have attacked you. Whatever.
You can go ahead.
Nah, I'll attack this guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Do I get any other bonuses?
I would have attacked you both.
To this?
Does not seem to be a 47. I'll attack you. Indeed. Give me a fortitude save.
I think I get some.
I didn't want to do that to you, Norm. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. It's because you do it anyways.
What'd I do? Ah!
36 probably succeeds.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't start becoming wooden.
Go ahead and Bane ooze.
Sure. You want to stab it once?
Sure. You said I don't get flanking or anything.
Nah, you don't get flanking. You don't get precision. You totally hit it. It's an ooze.
This is going to be 5d6 plus 9 damage.
Oh yeah, do it up. Are you
Plus
suppressing
11.
its? Are you suppressing its healing and all that?
No, it's only if I crit, which I can't do.
Okay, it takes 32. Noggin.
Plus 11.
Plus
Plus
11.
11.
Sure.
I
Smite
mean,
and inspire.
I have one thing that I do, so I'm going to do it to
Sure.
the best of my ability.
Are you going to move acrobatically?
I'm going to try.
Sure.
What was it, 47 or something?
CMD 47.
Yeah.
And I have a bonus of 6? Wait.
You want to make an attack to parry this as it tries to hit you? As you
No, I
move
might
in?
actually be able to do it. I
Okay.
just don't know what my
Make your
bonuses are.
acrobatics. It's whatever your
okay.
acrobatics bonus is written on your sheet.
It's plus something.
Plus 2 from heroism, and that's
Oh,
it.
okay. So there's no performance?
No, not to
Hmm.
this.
I can only do one
Okay.
performance at a time, and right now I'm giving you plus 3.
It looks like this attack's going to be particularly devastating. If you'd
Did you
like
just
to,
critical hit me?
if you'd like to
Twice.
parry it,
I don't know that I can.
You
this
can, you
can't
just
be
don't get the-
flanked.
you can parry it. You just don't get the attack of opportunity. You just don't get the attack because you're out.
No,
of...
I mean I don't know that I can beat a 44.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
parry
at
it.
plus 7 from me.
And
Plus
plus 2 from heroism.
okay, so you don't give any bonuses to my acrobatics check, but you give me plus 7 to hit? What the fuck?
Plus 7 to hit.
Yeah,
How
Garm's
many acrobatics
worthless.
in combat?
Only plus 7
That's
to hit.
amazing. No, it's
I do my
amazing.
acrobatics check though.
All right, well I can definitely parry this then. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you parry it. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah.
Just your normal attack. So you like bat that one away. You come in, you stick it once. It takes it. Takes some damage.
Boom.
No precision on this. Norm, you're up.
Oh, then it's like minus 16.
Sounds good. I'll do it.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here.
You take 15 damage. You take less, but yeah.
Damn.
You only take 10 damage.
10 damage.
Are we gonna see it?
Damn it.
You gonna channel once and top everyone off for no reason?
No.
I feel like that would be. I'm just gonna remove curse on myself. You said it was a curse, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go away when we kill him if you can like help us kill him.
Yeah, in what way can I help you kill him?
I don't know.
Go ahead and roll a d20, and you'll add
I
your
said
level
if.
to it. So roll a d20 and add 16. You're trying to get a 30.
Nope.
Womp womp. Eirrik.
Wow.
Eirrik, right in his face. I'll continue my performance. I will make a 5-foot step. I will use a personal smite. I'll make a full round attack.
Sure. It seems largely uninterested in you, and more interested in that
that's fair.
person that did 30 to it.
That's valid.
Yo, light him up.
I'll do an amount of damage. I'll pass my turn.
Damage is not doubled on the first hit, my guy. It's not a undead
Oh,
or
you're right. I'm
dragon or outsider. It'll
Yep, it's
take
only 7.
4
My bad.
less. Garm's just cheating over here in Cheatsville.
Big cheating.
It'll go. It seems to heal 15 damage. It'll take 6 attacks on Hugo.
No.
No! You like stick it a few times. It kind of just quivers. It's like tentacles suck into its body, and then it goes like and just throws them all at you, seeing what'll hit. Looks like it hits you.
2 hits.
2 hits. Give me
2 fort saves.
one's a tentacle, so only one. Only one claw hit you. So yeah, just 1 fort save. Do you have heroism on that?
Yes.
Bummer.
And I think I get another bonus as well. But
You need a 30, so if you can get one more.
her no, I didn't add heroism.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, it's 31.
Hugo, you're up.
We'll do a full round attack.
Do it up. This thing
with
doesn't
plus-
look bloodied.
Plus 9. Do I get your 7 for all my attacks, Garm?
Yep.
Plus 7, plus 7. 7 to hit, 7 to damage.
Oh, I didn't add my damage last time for. Oh, you added it, right? Hit, miss, hit. So that's going to be.
And then Noggin, you're up next if you want to make your
18 plus
attacks.
14 is 32 plus 6d6. 66 plus 32. I will roll some amount of damage here.
Yeah. Noggin, you want to stab it up? It's not dead.
Yep. Here it is. I didn't crit twice.
It takes 50.
50 damage.
It takes it.
Was that 2? That was 2 critical hits that I don't get. How unfortunate.
So you have 1.
4. Wait, 3 hits. 4 hits. Wait, what?
All your attacks.
Oh, that's Hugo. Okay. Hit,
you have 4
hit.
hits.
and hit. Yeah, 4 hits.
How much damage does your attack do normally?
1d6 plus 16.
Plus 7 from Garm?
Yeah.
Sure.
24 to 30.
So 16 plus
Min.
7 is 23 times 4. So you do 46 plus 100-ish. Why don't you roll your 46 for me?
Boom. Terrible roll.
7 damage. It is barely up. It's just, it's like 10 hit points away from dead. Norm?
Hi.
Hi. You take some damage. You take some damage.
Norm in combat. Hi.
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 He's just there.
Hey, buddy. Do you want to finish this thing off?
I guess. I fucking
Hit it
shoot
with your
an arrow at it or
hammer.
some shit. Why do I shoot arrows?
Norm backs away and fires an arrow at it.
How do I shoot it? Is it this
It's got like 5 hit points left. He could get there. If not,
I know,
Eirrik, you can take your
I don't know how to
attacks.
use my bow.
Eirrik, why don't you roll those attacks up?
Go to actions. Jitzel
Yeah.
at the very top under attacks, like in the yellow boxes, there's like a plus.
Yeah.
Drag the leftmost one onto the enemy.
He gets a full round attack. He gets multiple.
I don't know if he has multiple attacks. Do you
He
have
does.
multiple attacks?
He has your
What
base
would I
attack
have
bonus.
multiple attacks for? Huh?
You also get my smite, which is a +7 to hit.
The multiple attacks has to be input manually. I'm
will
pretty
miss.
Sure.
Oh, bummer.
Even with
He
the
missed.
+7.
He tried. You did your best, Jitzel.
I'll punch the
Yo,
shit out of
it dies.
So far, I failed the curse and then failed to hit the beast.
It goes
It
limp.
killed it.
Roll
It's
your
dead.
damage. Roll your damage. It goes limp. It might not be dead.
Oh,
Because it has
God.
fast healing 15.
plus 14.
16. Oh my god. Oh,
I
okay,
didn't
it's
put the
dead.
100 in there, yeah. So it's at 260 damage. So it has 10 below. It goes. It heals 15. It goes to 245. It is alive.
But that's its whole turn, right?
No, it happens at the start of your turn. You get fast healing.
Damn it.
Wait, that's really? Wow.
Yeah. That's how it works.
I'm surprised that works that way.
No, that sounds right. I
Be
was just
better.
trying to be-
I don't know what to say.
That's why it's really good for you to be able to stop that regeneration.
This is where I use my telepathy to go, hey, Hugo, can you let
What?
me kill it, please?
No.
he gets
Sure.
panache.
Sure,
I get my
Of course I'll let you
panache!
kill it.
We can't crit this motherfucker. so
Yeah,
bad.
it's gonna fire off. It's like its only thing. It will drop a blight on you guys.
Does it have a fuck you attack?
No, it's just a spell.
Okay.
Save.
That seems bad.
Save, fail. Alright, it does some amount of damage. Blah! Take 63 or half, you guys murder it. Norm, you can expend a channel that's maximized and it tops everyone off.
Zim gets the kill.
Zim will get the kill.
Woohoo!
It took you guys about 3 rounds to kill this. The Wild Hunt, rides up on you as you're finishing this off.
Oh shit.
And they'll be like, oh, you've slain the Dark Hunt at the edge of our woods. Very good. Begin the song again. She'll begin singing.
Thank you.
We'll begin flying.
There
we'll grab
is
that
the
body
body. There you go.
Oh yeah.
The end of someone
Sorry.
remember.
We'll throw that in the portable hole.
Give me a quick survival check as you pick up the body.
Oh god. It explodes. You're poisoned.
I can just see we just go down to the river and just pick up this muddy body and just be like, put him in the portal hole.
34.
You believe that this guy encountered the blight, was surprised by it. You see that his leg is lignified. He battled
Okay,
against
well-
it. It looks like the creature broke his shield that he had, but his armor is still pretty useful. And there's a backpack that has some generically good supplies. He also has a +1 holy bastard sword that was embedded in a tree next to his body, just out of reach. This is the Paladin of Regathiel. Pour one out for your homie, Garm.
I guess we'll come back. We'll come back for this guy.
I mean,
No, just take the body.
you throw everything into your portable hole.
Okay. We'll just throw the body in the portable hole.
Indeed.
It's
We'll
a future problem.
quickly finish up the hunt. I think that you guys are safely out of reach as you failed no checks except one, which just gave me a surprise round. However,
We can go to the ravine or the forest.
yes, that's what I was pulling up here.
I thought you were making the decisions.
The forest, again, would be a perception
Oh,
check.
it
You've
was.
been there before. The ravine looks like you would
I
have
think
to...
forest is probably the right choice.
Yeah.
Let's do
It
That
is.
said, centuries erosion have worn away a steep-sided ravine that zigzags through the forest. Its depths potentially hiding a convenient passage or a long-lost treasure.
Long lost treasure.
It would have to be an
We
acrobatics
do have
check.
3 rounds.
It'd have to be an acrobatics check to navigate through this narrow ravine. But you might find something with a perception check in there.
I feel like Walt's baiting us.
Yeah, I feel that too. I don't want to find anything new.
You
I
don't
wanna
need...
just get to the end.
Are you saying you don't want to find a bag of tricks, Garm? It's not worth the bag of tricks? Yeah, you go through the forest. Give me your token perception checks. Just give me 2 of them because there's 2 forests there. And yeah, you guys will blitz through the other side.
Tricks are for kids.
Can't you change the color of your dice somewhere? Where's that?
Right?
Yeah, there's a button somewhere.
In the top right?
As
The-
you guys arrive...
The middle right.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, you're not delayed. As you guys arrive, you seem to be the same distance you were from them at the start. That 3 space head start is where you guys are. You arrive at this wasteland that lies between Kadoria Forest and Hammerrock, consisting of rolling hills blasted clean of vegetation and scoured by the radiant fire. Wind kicks up choking dust clouds, and footfalls send up plumes of ash. This terrain stretches for about a mile radius around all of Hammerrock. So, like, you can see it there. There's just barren hills. It's like the two towers where he emerges from the Fangorn Forest to see what Isengard has done. Like, it's like that, but even more barren, as if you're standing in the fallout of like a volcanic activity and like a pyroclastic flow has scoured this area clean. As you take this in and have a minute to catch your breath, you guys can make perception checks.
Fuck me.
I actually rolled like not shit, and I still lost to everyone.
Eirrik is the only one. You hear wispy, disembodied voices warning you. Get back. It's not safe. Run. Run. You think this is a haunt. Eirrik, what would you like to do in the surprise round before the haunt activates?
Well, the last time I just threw Norm out of here. Still seems like the best idea.
That definitely seems like the right choice.
Do I think Norm's about to act, or is he gonna get caught by this surprise?
You think that you were the only one that was able to act in this surprise round.
Yeah, I'll just like
telepathic bomb.
Would you like to grab Norm and throw him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw Norm.
It fails.
Yeet.
Norm has freedom of movement.
Fuck.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, can I not bull rush him? Or reposition with free movement?
That's like when you're like,
That's
"Are you
fair.
sure
You're
you want to
correct. I
cast
cannot do
that? Are you sure you want to
Yeah,
cast
I'll like
that?"
look over at him and I'll try and like shove him and just go, shit, I did that, huh?
Allow you to bull rush him for sure.
Yeah, I'll just like Sparta kick the gnome.
But you mechanically cannot grapple him. You've made that decision, not me.
Make a reposition.
I'm just here to tell you what the rules say, Garm. I'm on your side.
Thanks,
Hey,
buddy.
That's written.
I'm on your team. I'm on
Hey,
your
Eirrik,
team,
bye,
okay,
bitch.
buddy?
Bling,
Okay,
bling,
buddy?
bling.
Thanks,
Eirrik. Bling, bling, bling. Hello, Eirrik.
What's up?
Bling,
Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Hey, this
What's
is your buddy Noggin. Telepathy bond thing. Get the fuck out. We'll see
Yeah.
you later, buddy.
I'll get Norm out.
You
Because I can
can't.
probably survive. I can throw him like 30 feet.
You
I
can't.
can't.
You can't
Jesus
touch him.
Christ.
He has freedom
Yeah, I just
of
run out.
movement.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gone.
Get out.
You guys are fine. Have
We
fun.
just turn around like, what the fuck, Eirrik?
Yeah, you hear in your minds, alarm, 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 and you're like, Eirrik, what should we do? And Eirrik just fucking sprints. And as you guys are reacting to this,
dust-shaped cloud of Eirrik. Where he
yeah,
was.
you just see like the dust coming up, like behind his feet as he like makes like the anime like dust cloud, woo, and just takes off like Roadrunner and just zips back in there. You all see like a spectral image of people up on Hammer Rock, like the ghosts in Return of the King, like that ghost army, like they're occupying this fortress. And then there is a blast of bright energy that explodes outwards. Everyone except for Eirrik make a will save against a fear effect. Good thing the paladin left.
I have.
Is this a spell-like ability?
It sure is, Buckaroo.
That's what I like to hear. I'll get +2 racial bonus, and I'll use a Charmed Life.
Fuck yes.
And 2 from Heroism.
Dude, I want Noggin to live to tell the tale.
Let's go! Will save! Oh, that's a good
Oh,
roll!
Dude, you destroy it. You destroy it.
You made a will save, big guy.
I made a will save. Let's go!
Dude, let's
One time, all game, one
let's
time.
just call the session right there.
Wait, hold on.
Um,
What is hold on.
I need the two of you to I need Hugo and Norm to make fortitude saves.
Hold on. Does reactionary mean that I can?
Gives you a +2 to initiative.
I think I have something that says if an ally can act in a combat in a
Do you have lookout?
surprise round. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I have lookout.
If you're adjacent to an ally that can act in a surprise round.
Then I can as well. And if Garm and I were adjacent, I could have also run away.
Correct.
Were we adjacent?
Are you holding his hand?
I mean, we could stand next to each other.
Probably
Or
will.
I
You
use the
probably
sandbag.
will after this.
Yeah, you can sandbag that.
You probably will be after this.
Usually, we're like in a group. I would consider that adjacent, but
I'll give you evens or odds.
evens.
Odds!
It's like a mistake. Yeah, I don't know.
Seems-
I show you odds as soon as I said it.
Seems to be odd.
Oh no!
Give me that fortitude save, old Hugo.
Ah, damn it! I tried.
The good
but I'm
news-
Like, I have something.
The good
for this.
news is that your party has a wand of Speak with Dead, so they can talk to you
Oh,
afterwards and ask what the
fuck me.
fuck happened.
Something weird, I guess.
Is that your final answer? Is that with heroism?
That does not include heroism.
You do not die instantly.
Jesus Christ.
Norm, you do not die instantly.
I like
No.
not death.
That's good.
However-
That's good.
Both Noggin and Hugo. The spell does a medium amount of mediocre amount of damage to you guys. You can just mark off a channel to full heal everyone after all this, Norm. However, as this effect happens, and those of you that were caught in the blast see it with your own eyes, you feel the weight of like the death of your species and like the death of your bloodline and the death of all that you have known wash over you. You steel yourselves so that your heart doesn't stop in your chest and you fall over dead. However, something else happens. In the chest of Noggin and Hugo, you feel a sharp pain right about where your obol is, and you are launched back like 100 feet, and you're thrown into the trees, and you take like 5d6 points of damage as your bodies are thrown like ragdolls and you're smashed into the trees.
Yikes.
Seems
You
bad.
like recover, and then Norm can heal you guys up.
Should have gone with odds.
This seems to be your body reacting to the afterimage of the radiant fire. Just as a taste of what's going to happen to you when you see the real thing.
When?
When?
That's the point. You want him to use it on you, so it destroys him and you.
Yeah, but then I die.
You certainly,
Speak with dead.
certainly
You were
would
told this
die.
many sessions ago.
Don't worry. We'll ask you what happened after you die.
Yeah, with the token knowledge arcana check, you can deduce that although your obols seem to deflect some of the blast energy, the reflection would be orders of magnitude stronger at the epicenter of the explosion rather than a mile away from its afterimage. This helps remind the PCs of their greatest tool against the Whispering Tyrant. With that, the hunt will emerge from the woods, and we'll end with them like, well done, well met! Quite pleased you've survived. I wanted to give this to you anyway. He'll toss you the scimitar, and she'll reach into her quiver and she'll pull out the only 4 arrows she has left, and she'll be like, it's a pity, I would have loved to use these to hunt some real game. But you earned them fair and square, and she'll give you 4 greater designating arrows, as well as a Sylvan scimitar with the Ghost Touch weapon special ability.
Ooh.
Very nice.
And with that, the Fae will bid you adieu and tell you they now have to go hunt new game.
With no weapons.
Well met.
Oh, he has a sword still, and she's like, oh, those were just my nice arrows. And she'll just like conjure another quiver of arrows.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, I'm an idiot for thinking they were out of weapons.
One of the qualities, Garm didn't learn this, but he might know out of game. One of the qualities of the Wild Hunt is that they make weapons that are like energy weapons. So their attacks all resolve against touch AC. All their attacks have brilliant.
That's
Oh,
fucking.
wow.
And they attack with like energy swords and energy arrows.
I
They're
did
just
not
like
know that.
pure primeval energy. Yeah, they're pretty dope. They're like CR14 creatures. But yes, with that, we will end for the night. You guys are on the precipice of Hammer Rock, standing out, looking over this barren hellscape. This is definitely the right place, and your bodies definitely don't like being around it. But yeah,
And we got the guy in the sack we got a question.
yes, you can question the guy in the sack. You can also go back from that overlook. You saw one of the other bodies. You can go to where that one is, and they told you where the 4th one is. So
Well,
next session, you can
everyone-
question that guy and get the other 2.
Everyone, please heal up because I will forget before next session. Everyone's full healed.
Yep,
Mark the
I'll
channel.
just-
mark the channel.
Yeah,
up.
just mark off a channel. You guys had like 30 damage on you or something. So
Yeah.
It was
It's all
more
taken
when I
care
got pushed into a tree.
it wasn't that much.
Yeah, right,
The blubber broke the
Pretty
fall.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Hugo hits the tree and breaks his spine. Noggin hits the tree and rolls off.
Yeah. Drunks always take less damage in a car crash, right?
True.
Are you guys good to play next Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah,
I may have to cancel. I think I have someone visiting from out of town. I will let you know beforehand, though.
I will be
don't
out-
have anything planned until June midweek.
I will
Cool.
be out the following Thursday, the 27th. I will
Cool,
not
cool,
be
cool.
here.
You motherfucker.
All right.
Yeah.
Take it
So
sleazy.
hopefully we can play next week.
Yeah. Next week sounds good. I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Okay. Sounds good.
Later.
All right, later,
See you,
guys.
dudes. Going to bed.